Like a beacon on a hilltop, Durant breezes furrowed the black and gold. It's a rivalry renewed tonight in Bryan County. The black and gold versus the red and blue. This game always seems to bring out the emotions, and revenge is on the brain of the Buffs. Both McAlester teams couldn't take down the team down Highway 75 last season, but with a new season comes a new opportunity. Who will win the latest edition of this historic rivalry? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the Durant High School Competition Gym in Durant, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, and you are tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming on the McAllister Radio YouTube channel. Tonight we have the Durant Lady Lions and your McAllister Lady Buffaloes in the season opener. Partner, this game always puts a lot of people in seats, although no one ever likes to use them because everyone's always standing up. This gym will be loud, emotions will be high, and it will be interesting to see who manages those emotions best tonight in the second game of the season.
I mean, you're exactly right. That's something we talk about every time we see a McAllister-Durant game, no matter football, basketball, baseball. You always have to keep your emotions in check in this game. They always tend to run high, and I'm excited to see what these teams are bringing to the court tonight.
The McAllister Lady Buffaloes 0-1 on the season. They let the middle 16 minutes beat them in the season opener, falling 57-51 to new district foe Claremore. Despite scoring 21 first quarter points and leading by as many as 11 points early in the second quarter, McAllister was outscored 35-17 in quarters 2 and 3 to put them in a hole that they could not come back from, although they were close in the fourth quarter and made it a one-possession game. McAllister completely dominated the boards, having 31 to Claremore's 14. McAllister had one less offensive rebound than Claremore had total. McAllister was also better at the free throw line at 74% to Claremore's 52%. So how did they lose that game? Well, they lost the turnover battle 24-13, and they shot 4% worse, resulting in the 7-point loss. And this is going to be a key to the game a little bit later on, but McAllister will have to take care of the ball, especially against a defensive-minded team in the Durant Lady Lions who just knows how to keep teams under 40 points and then oftentimes under 30 points often. Looking at some star players from that Claremore game, got to look at Cambry Zoomer first. She had 21 points, again, just 11 points shy of her career high, 39% from the field, 30% from downtown. She was 3 for her first 4 from downtown. She also had 4 rebounds and a steal. Also, Rylan Lesnow had 18 points on 46% shooting, 6 of 6 from the line. She was a dribbling double-double. She also had 12 rebounds and 2 steals, a great start to her junior season as well. Taylor Williams had 5 points, and Mila Cole, in her varsity debut, 7 rebounds. Coming up big down in the post for the McAllister Lady Buffaloes, despite the 6-point loss to Claremore. Speaking of the standings, it's early, but only two teams have played more than one district game so far. Some people have still waited for their first district games. Glenpool is 2-0 plus 30, Claremore 1-0 plus 6, Durant 1-0 plus 4. Pryor and Tahlequah have not played. McAllister is at 6th at 0-1 minus 6, Memorial 0-1 minus 15, and East Central 0-2 minus 19. Now let's go ahead and let's look at the Durant Lady Lions tonight. They're 3-1. They're averaging 33.3 points per game. They're not doing very well at scoring the ball, but they're holding opponents to just 33 points per game. They're led by second-year head coach Tony Robinson, who, of course, took over last year after the tragic loss of his son. Again, our hearts are still going out to the Durant community following that tragic event that happened at the dying days of 2020. That would have been 2024 there. But, again, the whole community rallied behind Durant, and they had a great season. They went 19-8. They went back to the state tournament for the first time since 2009. They lost in the semifinals to Carl Albert that year, 62-34. They lost in the first round to El Reno, who ended up winning the whole state championship over, I believe it was Booker T. They lost 42-25 in the first round against the El Reno Lady Indians. After finishing second in the district, got to host a regional tournament. They were regional champions, and they were also area runner-ups. Also looking at last year, they held opponents to 40 or under in 17 out of their 27 games. They were 16-1 in those games. They're 3-7 last year when giving up over 40 points. Also last year, they were the Medill Winter Festival runner-ups, third place in the Wampuscat Classic, and they won 13 out of their 17 games in 2025 after going 6-4 in the 2024 slate last season. And they return all starters from last season and only have 2 of those starters being seniors this year. That has led to their 3-1 start. They beat East Central in the season opener 35-31. They finished third place in this year's Medill Winter Classic, winning 28-25 over Medill. They lost to Class A number 3 Caddo 44-33, and they beat Purcell 37-32. So they played in a lot of close games. So they've been battle tested when it comes to playing close games. They're looking to have their shots start to fall. Now McAlester, when you're looking at them, they had their shot fall, even though they lost the game. They averaged 43.7 points per game last year. They were at 21 points by the end of the first quarter. It was those middle quarters that really came back to bite them. We'll see if McAlester can put a full 4 quarters together today, or at least 3. Again, their first and fourth quarters look great. We're going to see what they do in the second and the third quarters here as well. Looking at this rivalry by the Red River, McAlester went 0-2 versus Durant last year, losing 44-35 at home, and then 76-31 here in Durant. Despite the Durant dominance last year, the Lady Buffs have won 23 out of the last 26 games in the past 13 years. 2 of those 3 losses have been in Durant in the last 3 years. The series is 3-3 in the last 6 games. McAlester only trailed by a possession going into the fourth quarter versus Durant at home last season, shooting 16% better than Durant and out-rebounding them 35-17. However, McAlester had 24 turnovers to 12 that led to 15 more shot attempts and a 9-point loss. In Durant, nothing went right, but the 27 turnovers to 4 for Durant and 56 shot attempts to 28 for McAlester, that's double, by the way, contributed the most to that wide margin of a defeat there for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Looking at some star players for the Durant Lady Lions, you're starting off with Ayanna Wilson. She's coming off of a repeat Medill Winter Classic All-Tournament selection, and she had 25 points against McAlester here in Durant last year. That was 1 point away from her career high 26 that she had against Edison. She is so far averaging 12.3 points per game. And then Ella Sorrells, she has 10.3 points per game so far here in the early 4-game season for the Durant Lady Lions. Let's look at some players to watch for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes.
Well, first up, Cambry Zoomer picked up right where she left off from her sophomore season, putting up 21 points on the Claremore Lady Zebras, while making herself a consistent threat from 3-point range and playing stifling defense on the opposition's primary ball handlers. She'll need to continue the scoring and defensive threat tonight against a tough Lady Lion team. Next up, Rylan Lesnow. She averaged 13 points per game on 59% shooting from the field against Durant last season, along with 8 rebounds and 1 block per game. We'll need to see Lesnow and Zoomer both stay out of foul trouble tonight, as they both fouled out against the Lady Zebras. And finally, my final player to watch, Mila Cole. She showed some great potential in her varsity debut against the Lady Zebras, bringing down 7 rebounds, grabbing 2 steals, and blocking a shot. Her size could prove invaluable tonight against a Durant lineup that boasts 2 ladies standing 6 feet tall. And moving on to the keys to the game, first up, continue the rebound domination. This could be the biggest key of the game for the Lady Buffs, as they dominated the rebounding against Claremore on Friday, grabbing 31 to Claremore's 14. Last year, they dominated Durant on the boards as well by a similar margin, 35-17. You have to convert on your second chance opportunities against the Lady Lions. Number 2, hold on to the ball. On Friday, McAlester turned the ball over 24 times. Last year here in Durant, they had 27 turnovers, leading to a staggering 56 shot attempts for Durant compared to your 28. Against a team that made it to the state tournament last season, you cannot afford to turn the ball over that much. Don't force passes or give Durant an easy chance for a pass break opportunity. If you do, they will make you pay for it. And finally, keep your stars out of foul trouble. At the end of the Claremore game, we saw both of the leading scorers for the Lady Buffs in Zoomer and Lesnow foul out in the final minutes to stop the clock. Early on in the game, don't pick up any cheap fouls on your stars, and make sure you're in a position to push in crunch time.
We're going to take a 60-second break, and when we come back, we'll have the national anthem, also our starting lineups here in Durant. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nathaniel Brown, a.k.a. Nate Brown. I haven't called you Nathaniel
since That is weird to hear. Don't ever say that again.
I haven't called you Nathaniel since high school. But we are your voices for the night. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes are about to be announced over the PA. Let's look at your starting lineups for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, wearing their road black-on-black uniforms with the gold numerals. So we have number 1, Cambry Zoomer. Number 5, Rylan Lesnow. Number 15, Katie Ivy. Number 21, Taylor Williams. And number 23, Mila Cole, the starting 5 for the black and gold. As for the Durant Lady Lions, again, they are wearing their their home white uniforms, with their red numerals on the front and back. And the starting 5 looks like this for Durant. You have number 0, Ansley Morris. Number 1, Ayana Wilson. Number 3, Ella Sorrells. Number 12, Emma Green. And number 23, Aubriana Freeman. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes again 0-1 on the season, led by second-year head coach Courtney Bashirs. As for the Durant Lady Lions, they're 3-1, led by head coach Tony Robinson. McAlester is 0-1 in district play. The Durant Lady Lions 1-0. McAlester trying to break a little bit of a losing streak here to the Durant Lady Lions. They have lost the last 2 in a row last year, and in the last 6 games it's been 3-3. Nate, any final thoughts that you have here before we get started?
I'm very excited to be back on the call with you. It's been a little bit since softball season that I was able to get behind the mic for a sports event, but I'm very excited.
Yep, and we're about to tip it off here. Speaking of tip-off, it's brought to you by T&W Tire at McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes will be moving it right to left across your radio dial and video screen. As for the Durant Lady Lions, they'll be moving it left to right. Inside the circle, Lesnow and Freeman. Tip is won by Durant, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland, right down in Bryan County. Quickly going to the baseline and swinging it out left wing. Three-pointers in the air and in and out. Rebounded by Taylor Williams, and McAlester forces the Durant Lady Lions to go scoreless here on their opening possession. Again, Durant struggling to shoot the ball early on the season, 31.3 points per game, but they have had a brick wall for a defense. Excellent 33 points a game that they're giving up. McAlester currently has the ball far corner. Rylan Lesnow with it. Bounce pass over to the right wing. 2-3 zone defense being played by the Lady Lions. Ivy swings it about 10 feet from the perimeter to Cambry Zoomer. Back straight away to Ivy. She feeds it to Cole, right wing. Bounce pass, tries to go high post and gets it to Lesnow. Lesnow, spin move down low against Freeman, airballed it. 45 seconds in, no score. Durant with the rebound, moving the other way. Wilson dribbles between the legs, now backs up towards the circle. Left front court, cross court, heave over to number 0, Morse. Back to Wilson, lob back right wing. Looking inside, cross court back to the left side. Looking inside, no one's there. McAlester, make sure that they're standing on that three-point line so that Wilson can't get one off there. Pass over to the left wing to Wilson. She cuts in. Floater from mid-range is missed. Flying in, Lesnow's got her hands on the ball, and we have a tie-up, and it'll be McAlester basketball as they own the possession arrow. 6:46 left in the first quarter. We're still looking for our first points. It's
been a good job by the McAlester defense on that side, not giving any really open shots for the Lady Lions.
Zoomer gets a far corner to Cole. Cole, bounce pass deeper into the corner, now just inside the three-point line to Lesnow. Lesnow tries driving on Freeman. Muscles her way down to the low post, and she's fouled on the 2 attempt, and she'll go to the charity stripe.
Foul's going to be on number 23 for Durant.
That is Aubriana Freeman. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, as Lesnow barely gets the first one and rattled around, but then it hung on the front side of the rim and fell through. Again, Big V Feed Center, call 918-426-1951. So McAlester has an early 1-0 lead. Here's the second shot from the junior, and that time a little bit less dramatic. Nothing but net, 2-0 the score. McAlester on top, 90 seconds into the contest here in Durant. Bounce pass, right front court, and back over to Wilson. Wilson one dribble to the left side. Cross-court pass. There's an open lady. Morse will take the right wing three. That's airballed. Cole, nice box out of Freeman with the rebound. She'll feed it over to Zoomer, who quickly gets across the half-court line. She'll settle on up. Again, both offenses trying to find the open shot, not trying to force anything, not trying to push anything. There's a nice look by Ivy to Lesnow down low. Her shot is blocked. And rebounded by Durant as they move the other way. Wilson had a 3-on-3 transition. She'll decide to back it on up and wait for her offense. She passes left wing, nearly a tip by Zoomer, but finds its intended target of Wilson. She pulls up just in front of the free throw line and misses the 10-foot jumper. Rebounded by Cole. Cole has it swatted away and stolen by Emma Green. Back out to Wilson. Wilson trying to drive. Jump pass down to the baseline. Back outside. Moore's thought about the three. Pump. Pull up. Free throw line. Missed shot wildly off.
Durant starting 0 for 5 here.
Last year against McAlester, they're combined 43% from the field in their 2 games. Bounce pass left wing to the high post. Now feeds it into Cole. Cole is bumped. She also had it go off of her leg and stolen officially by Ayanna Wilson, who's averaging 12.3 points per game here in the early season, 4 games in. Baseline, driving past Cole. Freeman goes up for 2. She's hacked, and she will go to the free throw line.
Foul's going to be on Lesnow, her first, team first.
Lesnow did a really good job of staying out of foul trouble until the fourth quarter when arguably McAlester kind of just got caught napping, and the 2 ladies that couldn't foul were the ones that fouled. And the first free throw was missed by Aubriana Freeman. She's averaging 6.3 points per game so far, 4 games into her senior season. Second free throw by Freeman is made as that one rattled around. And Durant's on the board. It's a 2-1 McAlester lead, all by free throws so far. Not a made shot from the field yet. 5:03 left in the first. Baseline. Just inside the three-point line is Williams. Williams feeds it to Ivy. Ivy left wing, traveled. And that'll give the ball right back to the Lady Lions. I have a feeling that this is going to be a defensive game just because the most points that Durant has given up this season has been 44 points, and that was to Class A number 3 Caddo, and we know how good the Lady Bruins are. Cross-court pass right wing. Morse, top of the key to Wilson. Wilson drives, pulls up. Popping shot from the left elbow is drained, and there's our first made shot from the field and the first lead for the Lady Lions. That zone defense is also taken away, of Durant, is taken away Cambry Zoomer's ability to get open for a 3-ball. Here's a bounce pass left wing, trying to drive as Lesnow couldn't control the ball on the drive. Now she's pushed out of bounds, but there's no foul on the push. They're going to say that she just stepped out of bounds. Looked like she was pushed by number 12, Emma Green, along the baseline, and that's what led to her falling out of bounds. No whistle called there. We've only had 1 foul by each team. There's been 1 on Lesnow and 1 on Freeman. Lobbing back out right wing to the top of the key. There was 3 of that was open. Sorrells decided to give it on up. Back to Wilson straight away. Wilson kind of eyed the rim, but now Rainbow passed to the far corner. Quickly back to Wilson. Wilson entry dribble back outside of the right wing. Bounce pass down baseline. Freeman lost the ball in the dribble. Back outside. Wilson wide open straight away. 3 short. Offensive board, though, and there's a second chance here for the Lady Lions. Morse grabbed that one. Left wing 3 attempt is too strong. Rebounded by Lesnow, and also a good box out there by Ivy, preventing a cutting Ella Sorrells to get a rebound. McAlester down 3-2, looking for their first made shot from the field. 3:35 left in the first.
Durant starting 0 for 4 from 3 early on in this game.
Ivy gives to Cole, right wing, quick dribble. Now bounce past the high post. Lesnow tries to create separation with Freeman. Runs into Freeman. There'll be a foul called here.
Will be the second team foul on Durant.
This one is on Ayanna Wilson?
No,
no, 12. Thank you. Number 12, Emma Green with the foul. That's her first, team second. Baseline inbound here for Ivy. Slaps the ball 3 times, now a fourth, and looks for an open lady. No one's there. Now finds Williams wide open, down low, she'll score. And Taylor Williams gives McAlester their second lead of the game. They're up now 4-3 in this chess match so far between Robinson and Bashirs. 3:11 left in the first. Bounce pass right wing. Morris looks in. McAllister's playing a bit of a zone defense as well. Entry dribble, nice drive. Wilson for 2. She got it and one. Offense right now flowing through Ayanna Wilson.
I believe the foul's going to be on Les now, and that's her second, yes. That'll be the second team foul on McAlester, and we'll see if she might have to come out of the game early.
Looks like she will. Because checking again is Tinley Morgan.
And that was one of the keys to the game early on, Brandon. Keep your stars out of foul trouble. Now Les now out of the game with 2 quick fouls.
Wilson's free throw is good, and it's a 2-point lead for Durant, their largest of the game thus far, 6-4, 5 minutes into the first quarter. Now on the floor, Tinley Morgan in place of Rylan Les now. Zoomer passes straight away to the newly inserted Morgan. Morgan back to Zoomer, right front court. Zoomer ball overhead, now keeps on her hip. Pass the top of the key to Ivy. Looks like a switch up to a man-to-man defense here for the Lady Lions after they've been zone all game. Right wing, pass inside, tried to find Cole, and there's a foul called in the post on Freeman. Now that's her second personal.
And now looks like Durant will make a sub. Coming in will be number 15, Zoe Lee.
Zoe Lee stands at 6 foot tall, the senior. A lot of size down there in the post for the Lady Lions. Ivy gets near corner. Zoomer, pop and shot 3 is no good. Rimmed out. Long rebound out by Morgan out in the right front court. McAlester gets a second chance. Zoomer's really good at the not think, just go. Trigger 3. That time just barely missed. She thought about that one from the Red River. She's about 10 feet away from the three-point line. Zoomer doesn't take it. Morgan does, and she leaves the three-pointer short. Another offensive board, this time Cole. Cole has it ripped away by Wilson, and now it's a foot race to the other side of the floor. Ivy the only one in her way, and she blocks the shot. Wilson gets the rebound back. Looks like it was partially blocked there in the low post. But Durant keeps the ball. But instead of a 4-point lead, it's a 2. Zoomer knocks it out of thin air. Thought nearly threw it off of the Lady Lion, but still last touched by the junior. It'll stay with Durant with 1:59 left in the first and a 2-point Lady Lion lead.
I just want to go back and say that was great transition defense by Katie Ivy.
It's hard to do, especially against a phenomenal player like Ayanna Wilson.
And you were outnumbered 2-1 there.
McAllister's been sticking with that zone. It's been working so far, only 6 points by Durant. Wilson trying to break it again, goes into the paint and will score. Bounced around like a pinball about 4 or 5 times, but it does fall through. And Ayanna Wilson has 7 out of the 8 Durant points. They've doubled up the score of McAllister. They got to be able to figure out if you're going to do that zone that leaves open the middle. As there's another foul, this time it's going to be on Wilson. We've got too much contact on Zoomer along that far sideline in front of the student section.
And that'll just be her first.
That's team foul number 4 on Durant. One more since McAllister at the line, but there's only 1:27 left in the first. Morgan inbounds to Ivy. McAllister trying to cut into this 4-point deficit, but points are going to be at a premium tonight. Cole, quick pass, left wing into the corner to Zoomer. Zoomer past one lady. Baseline jumper, got it, nothing but net. 12-foot jumper by Zoomer falls, and McAllister down by 2.
Those are Zoomer's first 2 points of the night.
It's going to be Zoomer versus Wilson tonight. And
yes.
It's kind of funny that they're both wearing number 1. Morris with the ball, cross court to the left wing to Green. Green back to Wilson. Few dribbles in the front court. Again, McAllister as a defense shuffling with the flow of the ball. Wilson back to the three-point line with the foot on the line. Takes the 2 that's missed. Ball's bouncing around by a Lion. Grabbed by Morgan. She throws it to Williams, who throws it to Cole. 2 saves out of bounds by the Lady Buffaloes. Now Zoomer in transition. Pop and shot. Free throw line jumper will miss. And it's rebounded by Wilson. Chance to tie the game there. But what hustle play by Taylor Williams and by LaCole to even give them a chance there on that possession. 24 seconds left in the first. Cross-court pass. Back to Morris. Into the circle. Looks like Durant might just want the last shot here. Morris back to Wilson, trying to find a hole in the defense of McAllister. Far corner, Green, bounce pass back to Wilson. Now it's go time. Wilson to the free throw line. Lobs it back out to Morris. Morris back to Wilson. Top of the key. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, crosses over Ivy. Left elbow, 2 on the way. She can't get it to go, and there's the buzzer. After 1 quarter of play, Durant leading McAlester by 2, 8-6 the score. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to the 7-4-7-0-1. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes are down by 2 to the Durant Lady Lions as we're about to start the second quarter of play. Now, what did you see after the first quarter of play there for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes that they did not do last year when they came to this house and got routed?
Well, I mean, they're playing fantastic defense, first off. I mean, their zone has been working like a charm so far. Just can't really find the open shots right now, but I think that's upcoming.
And they have to continue to do a good job of taking care of the basketball.
Yes, and they've done a great job of that as well.
Now, Durant really hasn't pressed them yet. We'll see if that changes here in the middle quarters. That's what really gave Claremore the edge over McAlester back on Friday. Wilson with the basketball and Durant as well. On the floor for McAlester as we have some substitutions. Darlene Needham has checked into the game. Far corner 3 is up and missed by Durant, but an offensive board gives him a second chance. Low post 2 is up and missed, but a foul called as Ella Sorrells will go to the line. Foul's going to be on Tinley Morgan. That'll be her first, team first, as we're 17 seconds into the second quarter. So on the floor is Needham. She's getting her first minutes of the varsity season. Also Morgan, Tinley Morgan, Taylor Williams, Cambry Zoomers. The first free throw is good, and Mila Cole.
Durant now 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
7:43 left in the half. Sorrell's second free throw attempt is up and good. And it's the first double possession lead. Oh, scratch that, second. They led 8-4 over McAlester not too long ago. 7:40 remaining in the half. Zoomer takes it across the half-court line, settles left front court. And there's been a switch of man and zone so far by the Lady Lions. Driving Cole wildly throws up a shot high off the glass and misses. Rebounded by the Lady Lions. 35 seconds into the second. Rainbow pass back over to Morris. Again, they've been playing catch right there along the perimeter until they find something open against this zone defense. Bounce pass inside, nearly stripped by Zoomer. Instead finds his target. Back out, though. Top of the key driving. Left elbow. 2 is up and missed by Wilson. There'll be a foul called as Morgan, with an excellent box out, gets a Lady Lion to jump on her back, and that obviously is not legal in basketball.
That is a foul on number 3, Ella Sorrells, her first.
Team first. McAlester down by 4, 10-6 our score. 7:05 left in the half. Zoomer again dribbles to the left side and kind of sets up shop. Tries to cross over a Lady Lion, and she holds up well. To Needham on the right side. Needham between the circles. Feeds it back to Zoomer. Now McAlester looking like a similar offense here that what Durant is running because they're facing that similar zone defense. Morgan hands off to Needham. Needham back to Zoomer. Zoomer tries to go up, but she traveled. Got that ball a little bit too high by her ear, and then had that hand cup it underneath. Needham checks out. Ivy comes in after a quick, about minute and 21-second break to start the second quarter.
And just the 4th turnover by McAlester.
In cross-court pass, newly inserted in the game, Avery Blackburn takes a right wing 3 that won't go. Offensive rebound, missed shot. Second offensive rebound, Wilson straight away. One dribble inside the perimeter, right back out far corner. Cross-court back over to Blackburn. Blackburn, the sophomore, 5'4", with it in the corner. Thought about the 3, tries driving on Morgan. Morgan says not so fast, denies the baseline. Rainbow pass back out by the circle over to Wilson, to the left wing. Cross-court back, right wing 3 by Blackburn. That one short as well. Bounces straight to Wilson straight away. Another chance, third chance here for the Lady Lions to score. Wilson drives it towards the rack and scores. She made it look easy.
That's 6 offensive rebounds right now by the Durant Lady Lions.
She's got 9 out of the 12 points for the Lady Lions. 5:47 left in the half. Rylan Less now getting ready to check back in. The pass is tipped, but finds its way to Tinley Morgan. Morgan over to Ivy, left wing. Quickly to Zoomer. Long three is no good. Gets her own rebound after it was tipped by Cole. To the low post she goes. Wild shot is missed. Taylor Williams had the ball with an offensive board, and then we have a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors McAlester. So we'll keep the basketball on this left side of the floor. Les now comes in. Williams checks out. McAlester looking for their first points of the second quarter, down by 6. To the far corner, wide open. Zoomer for 3. That one's in and out. McAlester struggling from 3. Cole got the offensive board. Les now, mid-range jumper will go. Almost made a home on that back iron, and we know that, real estate kind of high right now. She said we're going to have that just fall through instead. 12-8 the score. 5:13 left in the first half. That's why you go to First Realty. They're going to make you a good deal.
That's right.
We're going to talk about them with the halftime stats, though, here in a minute. 5:05 left in the half, 12-8 the score. Far corner, thought about the 3. Was number 12, Emma Green. To Wilson, she drives, floats it back out. Blackburn thought about the 3, now drives. High post, back outside. Again, they're penetrating and kicking. Looking for an open shot, a wide open shot. They're just not finding it against this 2-3 zone. Near corner, going baseline, not stepping out. They're going to say the Tinley Morgan pushed, and it is the correct call. Pushed Ella Sorrells across the baseline.
That'll be Morgan's second foul. Team second here in the second quarter.
I just know that Les now is probably thinking, though, that's correct.
Happened on the other end,
I thought it happened on the other end, too. Inbound, low post. Finds it back to the lady who was previously fouled in Sorrells. Sorrells to Blackburn again, working around the perimeter. Whole offense about 10 feet away from the three-point line in terms of how they're trying to run it before someone gets open inside that perimeter. Wilson takes it back out between the circle and passes right. A lot of moving parts right now. 4 people out wide, and we have a travel that's called in the front court on Durant.
And that's the first unforced turnover by the Lady Lions.
Durant tried switching something up offensively there. They were going 4 out and 1 down by the paint when they've been working mainly 3 and 2 inside the perimeter. And maybe the change up there, kind of in the middle of that play, switched things up and made maybe Durant a little bit uncomfortable. That led to the turnover. Left wing Ivy, 4:11 left in the half. Pass inside, grabbed by Les now, and Les now, they say she traveled in the paint. I don't know if she ever had full possession.
She didn't.
Coach Bashirs, I think, is trying to call for a timeout to talk to her team. 4:08 left in the half. We'll take a 60-second and be back. Durant leading 12-8 over McAlester here on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Coach Courtney Bashir is in her second season, here in her second game of her sophomore season. Ends up taking her first time out. McAlester has 4 left. Durant with all 5. Halfway through the second quarter, it's a 12-8 Durant Lady Lion lead. McAlester already keeping it a lot closer than what they did last year here in Durant, where it was a wide margin of defeat. Right now, just a 4-point game and a defensive game. Wilson drives, kicks near corner. Blackburn with a rainbow 3. That time it goes. You can tell that she is the design sharpshooter for Durant. All of her shots have been 3-point attempts. Her first 2 were real close to going in. That one, nothing but nylon. 15-8 the score. McAlester down by 7. And as we mentioned, points at a premium tonight. Top of the key. Les now on the left side of the half-court line with Zoomer, who just got the ball right wing. Cole is also on the floor with Tinley Morgan and Katie Ivy. Speaking of Ivy, she has it now between the circles. Back to, looks like a 1-3-1 zone defense. Here's a long 3 by Zoomer, short. Offensive board. Les now drives. Lost the ball on her hip. Takes it away from a Lady Lion. Can't make the shot by the rim. That was heavily trafficked. And it's rebounded by the Lady Lions. McAlester continuing to struggle in the field. 3 minutes left in the half and a 7-point Lady Lion lead.
McAlester right now 3 of 14 from the field.
Right wing into the corner. Trying to drive Sorrell. Sorrell's right near the baseline. Finds Wilson straightaway 3 in and out. All alone for a rebound and a foul on Rylan Lesnell.
That's her third.
Ella Sorrells, there was no one even around her on that left block. And looked like no McAlester player was really crashing the glass there. And as she picks up her third, Taylor Williams has to come in for her. That's McAllister's third team foul. Inbound corner. Wilson feeds into the front court to Sorrells. And once again, working with that same offense. Again, neither team has truly budged that much from their original game plan. Durant has switched up from man-to-man to zone at times, but they've been primarily zone tonight as well. McAlester has stuck with that 3-2 zone. Inside dribble, back out. 2:27 left in the first half. Also, with such long possessions has led to also the lower score on top of this stellar defense by both teams. Straight away, Wilson, fancy dribbling, gets it to the corner. Back over to Wilson. Wilson again with 9 points so far tonight. A swing out into the corner, near side. Sorrells tries going baseline, and a foul called on Ivy, and that's going to be team foul number 4. I believe just number 1 on Ivy, though.
That is correct.
If you also didn't know, if you're kind of new to the McAlester broadcast, I do play-by-play. Nate Brown on the road games, he'll do color and stats. Whoever's doing the color commentary, also doing stats. Driving in, nearly a strip of the ball by Zoomer back outside to Wilson. Wilson, short corner, far side, step back 3 is up and missed. Too short, but it bounces straight to a Lady Lion back outside. Another chance. McAlester not getting stops here, but they nearly did. They, well, eventually did. It's an offensive foul on the Lady Lions. The ball was hit off of Zoomer that went crawling across the sideline, but that one didn't matter. It was an offensive foul, and this is big. It's on Aubriana Freeman.
That's her third.
So now the two post players, two post presence for McAlester, big post presence in Lesnell and Freeman, kind of cancel each other out because they're both going to be out for the remainder of the half here. And we'll see if they're out for the start of the third quarter too. 7-point deficit for McAlester after having 21 points in the first quarter against Claremore. They've had 8 so far against the stingy Durant defense. Morgan starting a dribble. Works it right side, gets screened by Cole in the front court. Morgan picks up her dribble, though, and she's in trouble. Hands the ball off to Ivy, on far sideline, and a timeout called by Coach Bashirs. Nothing was going according to plan on that offensive possession. 1:31 left in the half. We'll take a timeout here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Welcome back. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. 1:31 left in the first half. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes, your Lady Buffaloes, down by 7 to the Durant Lady Lions. And what looks like a football score, 15-8 right now. Just 2 touchdowns, and each team has had a 2-point conversion. Left wing, Taylor Williams.
Slightly weird football score, but we'll take it.
Top of the key. If it's a baseball score, it's a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Overhead pass, wide open. Taylor Williams scores, just like Coach Bashirs drew it up. That's why she wanted the timeout. And she gets points 9 and 10, and both teams are into double figures now. Taylor Williams with 4 points. She's leading the way for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes right now in points.
Tied with Les now.
60 seconds left in the half, 5-point McAlester deficit. Dribbling up to the 3-point line, cross-court pass to Blackburn. Blackburn quick pass to Wilson. Wilson straight away, lobbing it back far corner. Morris takes the corner 3. It's off the back iron. Offensive rebound again. Dribbling it off of her foot, though, and out of bounds was Ella Sorrells. I can't say enough about how well Sorrells has played, though, even though she turned the ball over there. She is the reason why Durant has had a lot of second, third, and sometimes fourth chance opportunities.
Yeah, right now Durant has 8 offensive rebounds.
Left wing, Williams. Williams looking around, finds Cole, top of the key, back to the right wing to Zoomer. Zoomer to Morgan, 30 seconds left in the half. McAlester trying to make it a 1-possession deficit. Morgan with a drive, and she's fouled, and this will be on the shot as it was in the mid-post area. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by the way, it's on Ayanna Wilson. That's her second personal, team third. Trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center. Morgan's first free throw is no good. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Morgan looking for her first varsity point here on this second attempt. Up and good. Hit off the back iron and took a little bit of a rainbow bounce, but then it found the bottom of the bucket, and McAlester down by 4 points, 15-11. 20 seconds left in the half. We'll see if Durant wants the final shot. Zoomer, though, takes it away. Zoomer against Wilson towards the low post. She threw it away. She threw it off of the glass. She gets her own rebound, is bumped down low, and she will go to the free throw line to try to earn it the hard way. She heard footsteps is what happened. She dribbled towards the left block, and then Ayanna Wilson was right on her back, and then she just kind of stomped. She was waiting for it to be contested. Never happened. But now there's a chance to earn it at the free throw line. The first shot by Zoomer is nothing but net, and McAlester has made it a one-possession game, 15-12. 10 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Zoomer trying to make her second free throw here. In the air and good. It is 15-13. McAlester down by a bucket. Can they hold here on this final possession of the second quarter? Ivy guarding Wilson. Wilson has a strip, gets it back. Wilson on the drive. Thought about stopping, throws it down low to Sorrell. Sorrell's at the buzzer. Don't. She will not get it. I don't know if she got it off in time, but it still missed anyway, and the final score here at the first half is 15-13. Let me rearrange my words there. Again, McAlester down by just a bucket, trying to overcome that as we go into the second half, as it's been a great 5A4 rivalry district match here in Bryan County. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Welcome back to the Durant High School Competition Gym as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes down by 2 to the Durant Lady Lions 15-13. Mary Martin says, "Let's go Buffs," watching from the MAC. And also Clint Barnett says, "Corey says go Lady Buffs." So that's also great to hear there too. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you are listening or watching right now, let us know where from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. But right now it's time to look at our halftime stats, and that is brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net. Okay, we haven't set up our road video stream yet with the First Realty, but for the boys' game, we're going to have that, and we're also going to give them a bonus spot probably in the post-game show for the radio side of things. But
as soon as you started reading that, I remembered.
Anyway, I'm going to blame my video director here, Nate Brown.
And I will take the blame for that one.
But let's look at our halftime stats.
All right, you had 3 leading scores, but we'll start off with Camry Zoomer. She had 4 points in the first half. She hit both of her free throws, 1 offensive rebound, 2 steals. Then Taylor Williams had 4 points, 2 of 2 shooting from the field, 2 rebounds. Rylan Lesnow, 4 points in the first half, 3 rebounds, 1 offensive, 2 defensive. But she did have to sit out I'd say the vast majority of the first half due to foul trouble. She has 3 fouls in the first half. Your only other scorer is Tinley Morgan. She hit 1 of her 2 free throws. She also has 1 offensive rebound. But Mila Cole, 6 rebounds in the first half, 2 offensive, 4 defensive. Definitely a big reason McAlester had some second chance opportunities.
Obviously, you'd love to have Rylan Lesnow on the floor. She's 1A, 1B is Zoomer and Lesnow any given night. One player could be 1A,
right.
The other player could be 1B. But when it comes to Lesnow, the good thing with this is that Aubriana Freeman is also in foul trouble on the other side. Your 2 big post presence for both teams are in foul trouble having to sit. So the big matchup that I'm looking forward to is Mila Cole, as you mentioned, 6 rebounds in the first half after having 7 as a first game of your varsity career.
Yeah, your varsity debut.
I want to see what she does against 6-foot-tall Zoe Lee. That when both those post players are out, and Freeman and Lesnow, Lee versus Cole is going to be a really dynamic matchup. I'm looking forward to watching.
Absolutely, and we'll move on to the team stats now. McAlester actually shooting better from the field than Durant is. McAlester 4 of 16, that's good for 25% from the field. Whew. Durant 5 of 24 from the field, 21%. McAlester has not hit a 3 tonight, they're 0 for 5. Durant 1 for 11 from 3, so teams are combined 1 of 16.
Both teams shot plus 40% from the field last year.
Oh my goodness. So might say things have changed this year.
Things have changed a little bit.
McAlester 5 of 6 from the free throw line. That's good for 83%. Durant 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Good for 80%. Durant just barely edging out McAlester in the rebounding battle. They are up. Let me do some quick math. 14-13. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. You're doing math quickly, and you made a strange face.
Okay. Anyway, McAlester has forced 5 Durant turnovers. Durant has forced 7 McAlester turnovers. 5 unforced turnovers by McAlester, 3 unforced by Durant, and both teams have a block in this game.
Again, it looks like a football score right now. 15-13 at the break. Durant up by 2 on the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Native McAlester wants to overcome a narrow 2-point deficit right now. What do they need to do in the second half to win?
Just try and, I hate to say it, it's as simple as finding the open shot again. I mean, you're doing a good job of finding some of the open shots, but this Durant defense is very tough, so you just got to take your opportunities where you have them, and you can't be missing free throws like you kind of did in the second half against Claremore.
Don't let Durant, I'm going to go a little bit further on that.
Go for it.
Don't let Durant speed up your internal clock.
Yeah.
Because last year that's what happened. Durant got into the grill of McAlester. McAlester, once they had pressure applied onto them, they thought, okay, I got to speed everything up. You don't have to speed things up just because pressure gets put on you. You still have to keep your wits about you. And when McAlester has some young freshmen that are playing in this game and some players that haven't played many varsity minutes, that clock could speed on up. keep it slow, keep on taking care of the ball like you're doing, because if Durant starts getting into some fast break opportunities, this one could get ugly. But right now it hasn't done that because McAllister's taking care of the ball. So again, keep your internal clock moving the way it's been moving and keep on taking care of the ball, and you're going to find yourself in this game near the end of the fourth quarter. All right, that's it for your halftime stats. That was brought to you by First Realty. We'll take about a 60-second break, and we'll return with the second half here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
So 8 minutes out of the oven here to begin quarter number 3. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. 15-13, the Durant Lady Lions on top of the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. McAlester trying to get their first win over the Lady Lions in not too long. It was back in the 2023-2024 season. Of course, Durant swept McAlester last season.
And Brandon, it looks like Rylan Lesnow will begin the third quarter on the bench. In her place will be Tinley Morgan.
Makes sense because that's what happened with Cambry Zoomer when she picked up a third foul last Friday against the Claremore Lady Zebras. Wilson trying to drive quickly, getting points on the board. She won't do so yet. Freeman gets an offensive rebound. She is playing with 3 fouls. Right wing 3 is in the air after the offensive board, and it will go. It hit it off the back iron by Emma Green, and a lucky Lion bounce falls through to make it 18-13 and a 5-point deficit for the Lady Buffaloes. So it's Cole, Ivy, Morgan, Zoomer, and Williams on the floor for McAlester. Ivy, a few dribbles around the front court, cross court over to Zoomer on the right wing. She was set up in the high post. She has her pocket picked by Ansley Morris, and it's a steal moving the other way. Not an ideal start to the second half for McAlester. Right front court after the made 3. Now they're 2 of 12. Here's a straightaway 3 by Wilson, and they nearly made another bouncing 3. Instead, it's another offensive rebound. Wilson on an island gets a second chance, and she won't hit that one either. Now Williams gets the rebound, and she spins away from a trailing Lady Lion who tried to pick her pocket, no avail, and now Ivy takes it down the floor.
Durant's 2 of 14 from 3 right now.
6:52 left in the third quarter. Zoomer backpedaling towards the circle. She'll pass over to Cole, left front court. Cole to Ivy. Ivy's left alone. Far corner. Instead, she'll give it to Zoomer, and Zoomer traveled in the paint. Well, Wilson thought she fouled. She was patting herself and saying, my bad. But Zoomer happened to travel first. Ivy had a 3 open if she wanted to take it, but instead found an open Zoomer that was inside the paint. She had her choice. I don't mind the decision there. It just not the great execution there from McAlester that they wanted. A near corner 3 is missed again by the Lady Lions, and it's still a 5-point game after the Cole rebound. Ivy again running point here. She quickly gets over to Cole, left wing, back to Ivy. Zoomer with the ball over her head, looks inside the perimeter. Nothing's open. Now she begins her dribble as Wilson decides to apply pressure. Back to Ivy, left side. 6:08 left in the third. Lesnow getting ready to check in, pass high post, and finding an open shot with Zoomer, and that makes it 18-15 and a timeout called by Coach Robinson. We will take the timeout with him. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester changing up their offense a little bit to begin the second half. 18-15 the score. McAlester down by 3 after a Cambry Zoomer 2. Now, what'd you see with the McAlester offense that time? They're changing things up with how they're using Cambry Zoomer.
Yeah, we saw Zoomer not running the point on that last possession and saw her kind of down low in the post and getting her around those post players that she could really run around and get an advantage on.
Yeah, higher percentage shots there as well. As here's Rylan Less now newly inserted the game, swapping it away, but the Lions get it right back, and they scoop to the basket, and a score of Ella Sorrells, who is everywhere. Ella Sorrells just has 4 points, but she's made her presence known in other ways, like defense, and that time the transition too. 20-15. Here's a pass inside, high post again, Zoomer. Zoomer double team softly. Quick hook pass to the top of the key, back over to Ivy, back to Zoomer. Long zip code 3 is missed. Flying in, Less now underneath the basket. She's tied up, and there's a foul called on the Lady Lions. Our first foul of the third quarter.
Foul's going to be on number 12.
That's Emma Green.
And that is her second.
Ivy will inbound baseline right at the glass. 5-point McAlester deficit. Ivy finds Zoomer, far corner, trigger 3, painted gold! McAlester down by 2.
Zoomer's up to 9 points.
She's been waiting for that one to fall. She had a quick 3 threes in the first quarter against Claremore last Friday. Did not hit another 3. The entire team didn't hit another 3 for the rest of the night. That's their first one since the first quarter on Friday. Left wing, baseline, quickly. Sorrells back outside. Morris tried dribbling in, was denied by Ivy. Finding its way to the right side of the floor, back into the corner, kind of traveling around that baseline to Sorrells. She was found open. Now it's swung to the left wing to Morris. The high post Freeman backing up. Williams, tough turnaround jump shot. It's too strong and rebounded by Ivy. Loving this defense by McAlester. 4:35 left in the third quarter. 2-point deficit. Zoomer is now running more of the point in the front court, but I wouldn't be surprised if she quickly goes down inside the perimeter. Left wing Ivy. 4:25 left in the third. Ivy looking inside, nothing's there. Bounce pass back over to Zoomer. Zoomer guarded by Wilson, hasn't started her dribble, gives back to Ivy, right wing. Ivy to Les now. Les now looking inside. Nothing's there, straight away. Ivy sets into a 3, takes it, and rims it out. Offensive board there. Les now dribbles it into the corner. Les now tries throwing to Zoomer, and it's intercepted by Ayanna Wilson. Wilson being trailed from behind. Ball gets knocked loose, and last touched by the Lady Buffaloes. Nice hustle play by Les. Now got to be careful, though. She's got 3 fouls, so she picks up that 4th. You may not see her until the middle of the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left in the third. 2-point deficit by the Lady Buffs. And a fast-moving game so far. Here's a long pass. Intercepting it, reading it like a safety, was Rylan Les now, and the ball got knocked out by Emma Green as she was attempting to go the other way.
And that's 2 steals for Les now.
Yeah, hey, we're already 47 minutes into this game, and we're nearly getting into the fourth quarter.
Man,
it's a fast-moving game. Lob near corner, quick trigger 3 again. That one is off the front iron. Les now tried flying in, but that took an awkward bounce and went straight to a Lady Lion. McAlester slow getting back on defense, driving in Sorrells. Sorrells working around the baseline, feeding it back out. Left wing 3, looks good, is good. Drained by Emma Green. 23-18, McAlester down by 5. After they answer the Cambry Zoomer 3 a couple of possessions earlier with one of their own. 3:15 remaining in the third. Both offenses starting to pick up. Intercepted pass down low. Guess who? Ella Sorrells. Sorrells ahead to Wilson. Wilson trying to get past Ivy. Takes a bump. Block. No, missed shot. She just kind of left it short, and it was last touched by Ivy. I am impressed with Ivy's transition defense. That's another bucket that she saved tonight. And a timeout will be called once more. We'll take that timeout with them. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
McAlester Lady Buffaloes down by 5 to the Lady Lions. 3:04 left in the third. Lady Lions trying to go up another bucket here as they'll inbound to the far corner, grabbing it newly inserted Brooklyn Hill. She takes a pop and shot mid-range jumper that won't go. Bouncing over to Freeman. Freeman low post, got the 2 and 1. And a chance for the Lady Lions to take their largest lead of the game.
I think the foul's going to be on Ivy. If so, that's her second.
That is on Ivy. That is the first team foul on McAlester here in the third quarter.
Milo Cole checking in, Taylor Williams checking out.
Just to make it an 8-point game. Freeman's free throw is no good. Lesnow's got the rebound after a good box out, and here come the Lady Buffs.
Just the second missed free throw for Durant so far.
Ivy, Zoomer, Morgan, who had the pocket pick, but she gets it back near the half-court line. She'll now give it to Zoomer, and also on the floor, as we mentioned, Lesnow. And an offensive foul on Cambry Zoomer, who does not agree with the call. She did push off a little bit on Avery Blackburn. And anytime that you extend that elbow, which I don't know if she did or not, we had a pretty bad angle from that view. But if they see that you extend the elbow, they're going to call an offensive foul nearly every time. Blackburn, long pass, intercepted, trying to kick it around is Lesnow. Now she grabs it back. We're going to have a tie-up.
Is that not a kick ball? Went off her foot.
It doesn't, I mean, that would have been a kick ball by Rylan Lesnow, and since the tie-up possession arrow favors McAlester, I think the Lady Buffaloes
I mean, I'll take it. I'm just saying.
Won't care.
That'll go down as Lesnow's third steal.
Morgan inbounds, finds Ivy in the backcourt. Again, Wilson, who's only had a couple of fouls on her, she can play pretty tight right now. Wilson throws it to the feet of Morgan. It's now on the deck, and it's intercepted again. Morse now ahead to Wilson. Wilson on the three-point line stutters, now restarts up to for the two. She missed it, airballed. And on the other side, it's Rylan Lesnow with the board. 2:12 left in the third, and a 7-point McAlester deficit here.
That's less. Sorry.
What a pass inside to Cambry Zoomer, and she finishes. What a pass by Rylan Lesnow. Thinned the needle down to the low post, and an even wilder shot made by Cambry Zoomer. It's a 5-point game.
Zoomer's up to 11 points now.
I don't know how that didn't hit anybody's hands. What a pass. Cross court again. Rylan Lesnow's there again with another steal. 2-on-1. McAllister's got the numbers. Low post. Lesnow goes up herself. Can't score, but she'll get 2 free throws here to try to make this a one-possession game again.
It'll be the second team foul on Durant. Foul's going to be on number 1. That would be her third.
Ayanna Wilson's third personal, which could be big. First free throw by Lesnow is up and short. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Last year, Lesnow was a 71% free throw shooter. She was 6 of 6 from the line against Claremore last Friday. Second free throw, high rainbow arc is short as well, and it bounced off of Cole and into the arms of a Lady Lion, and now McAlester still down by 5. So it ended up being a good foul by Wilson. She has 2 to give. Bounce pass to the circle. Wilson, quick shovel pass back out left wing. Morse guarded well by Ivy. Ivy applies pressure now. Morse right past Ivy, goes to the low post and scores. The one step is all that Ainsley Morse needed, and it's a 7-point game again. Durant 27, McAlester 20, 1:18 left in the third. Les now kind of surveying the field, gets it back to Ivy between the rings. Right wing to Morgan. Morgan with the left-handed dribble, kind of straying away from the perimeter. Feeding back to Les now, quick pass to the left wing to Ivy. High post, Morgan double teamed, and there'll be a foul on that left elbow. This foul will be on Emma Green.
That'll be her third.
Third team foul on Durant in the third quarter. 1:01 left in the third. Morgan checks out into the game, number 24, which is Chloe Boatwright. She had a little bit of minutes down early. Here's a quick pass inside to Mila Cole, who is fouled on her way up. In midair, Lesnow was able to feed it to Cole for a good look.
Foul's going to be on Sorrells. That is her second.
And Cole, who had 3 points last Friday night, went 1 of 4 from the free throw line, has 2 attempts here. First free throw by the freshman is short. McAllister's got to be better at the line so far.
Right now, 5 of 9.
Any chance you have at points against the Lady Lions, you got to take them and make them. Cole's second free throw, and she's got a little bit of a jump with that free throw shot. It falls, though, and she goes 1 of 2 from the line on that trip. And now a 6-point game, 27-21, 55 seconds left in the third. Cross-court pass left side, Morse with the basketball kind of left open. Now she'll dribble up towards the perimeter and pass it off near corner. Back to Morse. McAllister sticking with that 2-3 zone near corner to Sorrells. Sorrells cross-court, back right front court to Morse. Morse had 1 dribble, back to the near corner to Sorrells. Sorrells back to Morse, just kind of playing catch.
I think they're going to try and hold for the last shot here.
Again, this will not be a thing next year. Next season, the shot clock will become a thing in Oklahoma high school basketball.
I'm so ready.
Driving in Morris, throws it to the feet of a Lady Lion, and it's knocked on the floor. Ivy's got it. There'll be a tie-up, and this possession arrow will favor Durant. But a near steal by McAlester with 15 seconds left in the third. Ball goes back to the Lady Lions. Inbounding between the bench and the scores table will be Sorrells. She'll throw it into the backcourt to Wilson. And here will come the final shot of the third quarter, 10 seconds. Zoomer backs on up. Wilson starting her approach, 6 seconds. Behind the back dribble, left side, step back. Zoomer on her, now pulls up, right elbow two. On the way, got it at the buzzer. What a play, Ayanna Wilson. That's a baller shot right there. And it makes it an 8-point lead for the Lady Lions going into the fourth quarter. Put those fours up in the air, Lady Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff basketball on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
We begin the fourth quarter, and Ayanna Wilson kind of looking a little bit like Shea Gilgis-Alexander on that final possession. Crossed over a Lady Buffalo after she was on her like a gnat, and then shot it over a Mila Cole to make it 29-21 on a fantastic buzzer-beating shot. McAlester trying to overcome an 8-point deficit as we begin the fourth quarter. It's Katie Ivy, Tinley Morgan, Cambry Zoomer, Rylan Lesnow, and Mila Cole on the floor for the Lady Buffs. Pass near corner, Zoomer, well guarded, now drives baseline. Contested two is blocked into the arms of Rylan Lesnow, who tried grabbing it along the baseline and tiptoeing along that side. Can't walk the tightrope correctly, falls off, and that'll be a turnover on the Lady Buffs. 29-21. 7:44 left in the game. I wouldn't really call that a turnover, just never really got that possession on that rebound. On the edge of the circle, passing right side to Wilson. Wilson, again after the nifty handles, gives it on up towards the circle, now left side. Entry pass down low. Freeman trying to get around Cole. Back outside. Wilson thought about the three. Now backpedals it on up beyond the perimeter after she took a few steps inside. Long possession here by the Lady Lions after a screen. Wilson drives, attacks, high off the glass, can't get the shot to go. Freeman is able to wrestle it away from a Lady Buffalo, and Durant has their first double-digit lead, and Wilson flying in for a steal off the inbound. It's 3-on-1 right now, and she's waiting for her offense. McAlester careless with the inbound, and this is where you can't let the snowball happen. It happened in the middle quarters against Claremore, cannot have it happen in the fourth quarter against a state tournament team, and the Durant Lady Lions. All 5 of their starters from last year's team is back, and Wilson right past the Lady Buffalo, and what a move! She's taking over. Coach Bashirs takes a much-needed timeout. 6:45 left in the game. Lady Buffalo is down by 12 here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
So the McAlester Lady Buffaloes saw a 5-point deficit balloon into a 12-point deficit in a matter of a minute and a half. They've got to kind of calm the tides right now and get some points here on this possession. Pass right wing, Cole tries to get it inside, and it's intercepted, but taken back by Zoomer. Zoomer straight away. Zoomer can't handle the ball on the dribble. Now she steps back outside the right wing. Tries to get into the corner to the left now and does so. Double team. Nice feed inside for Mila Cole, who scores off the right block. 33-23, exactly what you needed from McAlester. Was able to get some points up on the board, but you can tell Durant is up the pressure now. Nobody with 4 fouls. They're like, time to turn the Lions loose.
Yeah, and again, no fouls on either team here in the fourth quarter, so bonus not an issue right now.
Driving in Wilson, kicking it out near corner 3 in the air. Momentum is fully in the claws here of the Durant Lady Lions. Emma Green with the corner 3. 36-23, 13-point game. They have now found their shot. Look inside, Zoomer, nice pass from Ivy. Zoomer can't finish contested. Ball goes out, last touched by Durant. So McAlester with another chance here. McAllister's had an excellent game plan at times. It just has not been executed the way that they wanted to tonight. I think starting to kind of snowball. McAlester trying to end that. Here's an inbound right underneath the glass. Mila Cole is able to find the advantage down low and score. Back-to-back buckets by the freshman. 36-25, McAlester still down double digits, 11 points. Cole saw the middle of the paint, was about to zoom towards it, instead passed it off. Near corner, cross-court pass, finding itself right side. Back to Wilson. Wilson straight away, back right wing. Morse, cross-court back to the left side. Now we're back to that offense we kind of saw in the first quarter. Trying to drive to the right elbow was Wilson, and hooking her, Katie Ivy.
Her first team foul in the fourth quarter.
5:13 remaining in the quarter. 36-25 deficit. Green inbounds, throws it high, tipped by a Lady Lion, intercepted by Rylan Lesnow, and she's pushed. Pushed by Ella Sorrells.
That is the 5th steal for Rylan Lesnow.
Last year she had 1.1 steals per game. I think that's going to help the average, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely, and that foul was on Sorrells. That's her 3rd.
She, Lesnow had 2 steals on Friday against Claremore.
4 of the Durant Lady Lions have 3 fouls playing right now.
Lesnow found a lane, had a wide open layup, missed it. Mila Cole is there again. Had the offensive rebound, was fouled on the way up, and she has a chance at 2 points at the free throw line. Someone who's made a really big jump from their first game to their second against a better defense, Mila Cole. Cole toes the free throw line, takes 2 dribbles, first shot up, and off the back iron. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. She is 1 of 3 from the free throw line tonight, trying to split the trip again, and she will do so. Second time's the charm there. McAlester has made it a 10-point game, 36-26.
Cole's got 6 points tonight.
Under 5 minutes remaining in the game, McAlester trying to mount a comeback like they almost did on Friday against Claremore. Took a 15-point deficit, brought it to a 1-possession game. Zoomer trying to stick with Wilson. Wilson takes the right wing 3, left it short. Flying in, Lesnow's got the rebound. Lesnow again, coming off a 12-rebound performance from a game ago. 4:35 left. Zoomer, about 10 feet from the three-point line, dribbles right, now backpedals it on up and gives it back to Ivy. Ivy guarded by Wilson, fakes the pass right, has not started to dribble yet, but has to get rid of the ball. Dribbles it left side, now gives off to Zoomer. That timer we're starting to speed up. 4:18 left. Goes opposite of a screen. Zoomer, entry dribble right back outside the perimeter. 4:13 left. Pass right front court, near corner. Zoomer looks inside, nothing's open. Lesnow tries going baseline and feeds it to the low post, but she's pushed first.
That'll be the 3rd team foul on Durant.
It's going to be on Sorrells, and that's her 4th personal. And we know how good she's been tonight.
Yes.
Especially defensively. Ivy lobs it. Morgan open for the right wing 3, but she was kind of far away. Lobbing it back near corner. feeding it inside to Cole. Cole triple team and a kick ball as it was almost stolen by Ansley Morris. If she didn't get a foot on the ball, maybe if she wore a size shorter shoe,
just a half size short,
they would have had a steal there. Inbound, wide open, straightaway three. Won't go by Cambry Zoomer, but an offensive rebound by Ivy. Morgan to the right wing. Morgan trying to create separation, dribbles away from the Lady line and gives it back to Zoomer. 3:45 left in the game. 36-26 left wing to Morgan. Morgan trying to go left side, and she's fouled. That's foul number 4 on Durant.
And that's the second personal on number 0 for Durant. That is Ainsley Morris.
So Ivy will have a side out here. One more foul puts McAlester at the free throw line for the remainder of the game. We have 3:40 left in it and a 10-point deficit. And a bad pass as Tinley Morgan was trying to find Mila Cole, who had a little bit of an advantage down low. Pass was just a little bit too strong. Goes sailing out of bounds past the baseline, and McAlester needs to get another stop here against the Lady Lions. Coach Bashirs is trying to get the attention of her defense and switch up into a different defense. Is able to switch up at the last second here. Now they're still trying to get the defense set up. She's stomping her feet over here on this right side of the floor. Pass inside to Freeman. Freeman up for a 2. She's fouled. And free throws coming up for Aubriana Freeman.
That's just the first on Cole. That'll be the second team foul on McAlester here in the fourth quarter. Correction, that is on Tinley Morgan. That's her third.
What's Durant at the free throw line tonight?
So far tonight, Durant is 4 of 6.
First free throw by Freeman is good. Try saying that 3 times fast, by the way. First free throw by Freeman.
Not easy.
Back to an 11-point game. Second free throw is good as well. 38-26. Lady Buffs down by 12.
Need points on this possession.
I think it goes without saying, too. Ivy across the half-court line. Wilson on her immediately. Applying the pressure, gives to Morgan. Finds its way onto the floor. Zoomer trying to get it. And there'll be a travel call by Durant. I don't know if I agree with that call. I don't think that anyone was really moving. McAlester got bailed out there, in my opinion. I tell it how it is.
I'll take it.
McAlester got bailed out. That's not a travel. It will be called a travel, but it's not one. Inbound to Lesnow. Lesnow hands off to Ivy. Ivy straight away. Ivy to Zoomer, right front court. Zoomer, a little bit of space between her and Wilson. She'll give back to Ivy. And Durant has moved to a man-to-man defense. Morgan looking around, no one's open. A lob to Cole through her hands and on a jump attempt and stolen by Wilson. Again, since the pressure's been applied, McAlester has not been able to overcome now a man-to-man defense after facing zone nearly all game. Off control on the dribble. There's a double dribble by Morris. Out of control, and that will give the ball back to the Lady Buffs, and we'll have a substitution. Taylor Williams back into the game. Timeout called first. 2:30 left in the game, 38-26, McAlester down. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride
60 seconds.
So we know what works.
In between the game, let's plug that up a little bit and try to charge it.
Oh, okay.
It's down to 66.
Okay.
C-Force 1000 Overload, top tier fit finish and firepower in the quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous
16
Power
a bumper.
Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Walters Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Walters Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
.230 left in the game. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes down to the Durant Lady Lions, 38-26. It's been a close game up until this fourth quarter. Durant has started to apply pressure in a man-to-man defense, and McAlester has not found an answer for it. Coach Bashirs calls a timeout. Maybe they have an answer on this next possession. No, they don't. At least not immediately, as there's a pass to the right side looking for Lesnow. And getting there was Ella Sorrells once again.
Durant has just been suffocating this McAlester offense here in the fourth quarter.
Ivy quick pass to Les now, backdoor cut. Zoomer going up, and the shot is blocked. And a quick foul after that as Wilson had the rebound. Les now pushed her over, trying to get to that ball.
That'll be the fourth on Les now.
Nice play drawn up, just couldn't convert. Would have been a tough shot there by Zoomer. McAlester applying pressure on the inbound. Zoomer's able to pick the pocket of Wilson, but getting it back is Wilson. I don't think Zoomer has any fouls on her, so she has some to give at least. Far corner. Green with it. Green one dribble back to Wilson. 2:06 left.
Zoomer has one foul right now.
So she's doing plenty fine. She can apply some pressure here if she needs to. Low post over Taylor Williams, and that might be ball game. Nice shot by Ansley Morris. It's now a 14-point deficit for the Lady Buffaloes. But that might be the dagger with 1:48 remaining in the game. McAlester was able to keep it close against the state tournament team. Durant found their shot. Here's a backdoor cut wide open. Cambry Zoomer, right block two is good. Nice look.
Zoomer's got 13.
40-28, back to a 12-point game. Again, even if you don't come back and win this game, which would be a tall task against a tough defense in Durant, as Wilson drives, tries to feed to Freeman, low post, and it's right through her hands and out of bounds. You're still playing for district points. District points is very important.
Keep it within 15. I believe that's the main goal right now. Well, obviously main goal is to win, but secondary goal, keep it within 15.
110, backdoor cut, this time for Rylan Les now, right block two. She can't convert. She's kind of saying, man, what is going on? But she will go to the free throw line here. They try to earn them the hard way. Fouls on Emma Green, that's her fourth. McAlster's in the bonus for the final 68 seconds of this one. Lesnow's free throw is good. 40-29.
Lesnow's got 5 points.
McAlester offensively is doing what really every other team offensively has done against Durant this year. Get to around the 30-point mark, but they can't really get past that mark. Second free throw, nothing but nylon, and it's 40-30. McAlster's rattled off the last 4 points. Sorrells take it across the half-court line, guarded up by Les now. 60 seconds left. Looks like Durant's going to win this game as there's a foul called on Cole.
That's just her first. Be the team fourth.
One more foul will send the Lady Lions to the charity stripe here. Sorrells feeds it to the circle to Wilson. Again, Zoomer, who's guarding her, has plenty of fouls to give. Back to Morris. Morris to Green. Ivy runs straight into Morris to pick up that fifth team foul.
Be Ivy's fourth.
So now free throws for, what was it, Emma Green?
Yes.
49 seconds. Things might get interesting if you see 2 missed free throws. That's when things could get interesting here. First free throw, won't you look at that, is missed. Second free throw is made. Still a 3-possession game, though, if McAlester can lock it down defensively. Take that back. I was looking at the wrong score. Yeah. 41-30. Durant's now out by 11. Rylan Les now feeds to Williams. Quick pass to the right wing to Ivy. Ivy to Zoomer. Thought about the long three. A lot of time going off in this possession. 33 seconds, 32. Cole left wing. Hooked. That's, again, another foul on the Lady Lions, who McAlster's already in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus.
And that is the 5th on Emma Green. She is done.
So Mila Cole with free throws, as Avery Blackburn will check in for Green. .30 seconds left. Durant up by 11. We're about to have Darlene Needham check back in for the Lady Buffs. She'll come in for Ivy. Cole's gone 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Trying to bring it back within a 10-point game. First free throw, good. How many does she have tonight?
She's got 7 points so far.
Well, new career high. Again, only her second varsity game. The freshman had 3 points against Claremore on Friday. Now 7 here against Durant. Second free throw is no good. Flying to try to grab the board was Needham. She does. She tips it over to Williams. Now there's a 5-footer in the corner. Needham deep in the corner. Finds Cole. Low post. Shot blocked by Freeman. Flying back in there. What a hustle play by Aubriana Freeman. Prevented 2 more points from Mila Cole. 15 seconds left. McAlester will fall to 0-2 on the year. Les now fouls Wilson.
And that's her 5th.
And having to check in for her will be Ivy. 12 seconds left. Ivy checks in for Lesnow, who again is fouled out.
Tinley Morgan will check in for Darlene Needham.
So no one down low to rebound for the Lady Lions. Durant will improve to 4-1, looking to get back to the state tournament. So far on a hot start as the first free throw is made. Had a 4-point win over East Central in the season opener, 35-31. And they're about to have a double-digit win here over the Lady Buffs in Bryan County. Second free throw made as well. It is a 12-point lead for Durant with the final 10 seconds here. Ivy passes inside, looks for Williams right through her hands. Morgan trying to get the ball back. 2 seconds, 1 second. Don't foul. And they fouled. But they're going to call it game anyway. Again, at that point, it comes down to district points. And you didn't want to keep on having that go up in a game that was over. But the final score here is 43-31. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes fall to the Durant Lady Lions tonight. We'll look at our post-game stats now quickly. It's brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. And we're here after the event between the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and the Durant Lady Lions. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173.
Cambry Zimmer was your leading scorer. She had 13 points tonight, 1 rebound, 2 steals. Mila Cole. Mila Cole, she had 7 points tonight, 2 of 4 from the field, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. She also had 8 rebounds, 3 offensive, 5 defensive. Then next up, Rylan Lesnow had 6 points, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 offensive, 5 defensive. She also had 5 steals on the game tonight, definitely making an impact on the defensive side. Next up, Taylor Williams had 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 3 rebounds. Tinley Morgan had 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line with an offensive rebound. And let's see, Katie Ivy had 2 rebounds and a block. And Darlene Needham, in her debut, had 1 offensive rebound. And we'll move on to the team stats now. Durant, we'll start with McAlester. 10 of 31 from the field, good for 32% from the field. Durant, 15 of 44 from the field, good for 34%, so just a touch better than McAlester. McAlester, 1 of 10 from three-point land, good for 10%. Durant, just 4 of 18 for 22%. McAlester, 10 of 16 from the free throw line, 62%. Durant, 9 of 12, 75%. Rebounding very near even. McAlester actually out-rebounds the Durant Lady Lions today, 24-22. 11 offensive, 13 defensive for McAlester. 12 offensive rebounds for the Lady Lions, 10 defensive. 10 steals for the Durant Lady Lions, 7 for your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. 9 unforced turnovers by McAlester, 6 by Durant. So they were actually even in the turnover department as well. 4 blocks by the Durant Lady Lions and 1 for McAlester.
All right, we'll preview the Buffaloes coming up in just a moment. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Welcome back to Bryan County. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes fell to the Durant Lady Lions in our previous game, 43-31. Now it's time to look at the boys here at the Durant High School competition gym. So McAlester is 1-0 on the year after overcoming an early 4-0 deficit and winning 67-55 against the Zebras. Yeah, Rodney Washington went off in the final 4 minutes of the first quarter for 12 points. That's what really separated into a 12-point win for McAlester over Claremore. McAlester was better at nearly every stat in that game, albeit smaller margins. They shot 7% better, but 17% better from three and had one less turnover. McAlester had one less rebound against a tough post presence. Rodney Washington, as we mentioned, 31 points on 10 of 14 shooting, 5 of 7 from three, had 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Now, he struggled against Durant last year, shooting only 28% from the field and 17% from three. You know that he's going to want to overcome that after last year struggling against the Lions. Also, a big game for Davian Pouncil, had 11 points on 42% shooting. Devion Bickham had 7 points, and Caven Hill with 5 rebounds for the McAlester Buffaloes. Now let's go ahead and preview the Durant Lions. They are 1-3 to start the season. They are averaging 50.8 points per game, giving up 66.3. Their games so far this year, they lost to East Central in their only district game, 105-54. They were 6th place in the Medill Winter Classic, losing to Purcell 53-40, beating Era Texas 47-42 for their lone win on the year, and then falling by 3 to 4A Harding Charter 65-62. Last year they went 9-14, but they did beat McAlester twice. Again, it was here in Durant 51-42, and then by 1 point over in McAlester 56-55. They lost in regionals to East Central 73-64, which was a state tournament team. After the January 7th home win against McAlester to improve to 7-7, Durant lost 9 out of their last 12 games. They were Medill Winter Classic runner-ups last season and 4th place in the Wampus Cat Classic. They lost 3 starters from last year's team and their leading scorer, Ryder Jones, but they returned star Tayshawn Williams and up-and-coming players like Malachi Valier and Boston Browder. And speaking of Tayshawn Williams, averaging 21 points per game so far this season.
Wow.
He scored 20-plus in 3 out of his 4 games. McAlester lost to Durant, as we mentioned, 2 times last year. In the first game, the scoring drought in the second quarter, while Durant shot 72% from the field in the first half, led to a double-digit deficit that McAlester couldn't overcome for good. McAlester did take a 55-54 lead with 3:06 left in that game, but would not score again, while Durant scored the 2 that they needed during that span. In Durant, McAlester was simply outplayed. The Lions shot 49% to 28 for McAlester, 47% from 3 to 18%, and the Buffaloes also were out-rebounded 39-26. McAlester entered the fourth quarter, though, in that game down by 5, but they only made 1 basket in the quarter with 45 seconds left in it. One player that really likes to play against the Lions, Davian Pouncil, he's going to be one of your, well, actually, he's not one of your players to watch, but he's one of my players to watch. Let's look at your players to watch. Nate?
All right, Rodney Washington is first up, and it looked like he didn't miss a beat when transitioning from football season to basketball, dropping 31 points in the season opener on a very efficient 71% from the field, including 5 of 7 from three-point range. Anytime you're able to see Rodney put up that type of stat line, you're typically going to be in for a good night of basketball. Brendan Smith is my next player to watch. Brendan didn't have his most efficient offensive night, but he played hard every time down the floor on defense, putting pressure on each and every ball handler on the Claremore roster. Look for TNT to bounce back tonight against the Durant Lions, a team he's known to have a couple of big moments against. My final player to watch tonight, you mentioned not Davian Pouncil, it is Caven Hill tonight. In the past, it seemed like Durant has had the size advantage on their roster. This season, not so much. And a big part of that is sophomore Caven Hill. Standing at 6'7", I'm looking for him to have a big night on the boards against McAllister's rival by the Red River. And to start my keys to the game, first off, keep your emotions in check. We say this every time these two teams face off, no matter what sport it's in, and it always rings true. Emotions always tend to run high in this game. Keep the focus on the game, and good things are likely to happen for you. Next up, find the open shot. The last time McAlester came to Durant, the Lions outshot the Buffs 49% to 28% from the field and 47% to 18% from three-point range. Anytime you shoot less than 30% from the field, it's going to be tough to win a game no matter the quality opponent that you play. Look for the open shot, take it, and get back to defend. And finally, impose your will down low. I talked about it in my keys to the game, but McAlester seems to have a strong size advantage in this game tonight, with Caven Hill and Devion Bickham listed as the two tallest players on either roster. Don't be afraid to drive and attack the post play of the Lions and see if you can't leave your rivals' gym undefeated at 2-0.
All right, we'll take a 30-second break, and when we come back, we should be having our starting lineups. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to the Durant High School Competition Gym, where the McAlester Buffaloes are getting ready to do battle with the Durant Lions. McAlester looking for their first win over Durant since 2023, and it was in this gym. So if McAlester can do it, it'll be their first time in a couple of years here. It's been 4 straight wins for the Lions. Again, let's look at our starting lineups, beginning with the road team for the McAlester Buffaloes with their new road jerseys, black and gold, McAlester across the chest, gold numerals on the front and back, and a gold trim. It'll be number 1, Devion Bickham, the junior power forward. Number 2, junior point guard, Brandon Smith. Number 3, sophomore guard, Rodney Washington. Number 5, junior guard/forward, Davian Pouncil. And number 24, sophomore forward/center, Caven Hill. McAlester again 1-0, led by first-year head coach Lou Dawkins. For the Durant Lions, the home team, they're wearing their home white uniforms with the red numerals on the front and back, kind of red across the shoulders with the white Durant logo on the back right between the shoulder blades. 1-3, led by head coach Aaron George in his 11th year with the Lions, 86-114 at the helm. You have number 0, Tayshawn Williams, the 6'3" senior. Number 1, Joseph Flores, the 5'8" junior. Number 2, Boston Browder, the 6'3" sophomore. Number 3, Leon Stone, the 6'tall senior. And number 23, Malachi Valier, the 5'10" sophomore. Any final thoughts here, Nate, before we get started with the boys' game?
Well, I know this is a game that a lot of these guys have had circled on their calendar as soon as the schedule came out. I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the table here tonight. Hopefully we're leaving this gym 2-0.
Hey, here's the deal. The first of back-to-back rivalry games for McAlester.
That's right.
They played Durant today. They opened up the Sequoia Invitational on Thursday against Ada. So we'll see if McAlester wins their first rivalry game of the season. We're about to have tip-off brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. That's 918-426-6571. Let us know where you're watching or listening from. Again, you can message us on Twitter. That's the best way to be able to get a shout-out. Again, at Buff Sports Radio. Or if you just know me, you can send me a text, but I don't know how that's going to work out. McAlester will be moving it right to left across your radio dial or video screen. Durant left to right. Inside the circle, Caven Hill against Tayshawn Williams. My name's Brandon Green. Alongside me, my color commentator, stats man, Nate Brown. There's the whistle. Ball's in the air. Tip is won by McAlester. It's basketball time in the Heartland. Devion Bickham down low quickly. Off the glass. Can't score. Offensive board by Rodney. Rodney outside to Brandon. Back to Washington straight away. Pump and drive towards the rack. Up and under and in. Rodney Washington. Quick 2 points on a circus shot. McAlester leads 2-zip. McAlester wants to press against the Lions. In the backcourt. As they beat the press, Nate, you can continue.
I was just going to say, this is what Coach Dawkins always talks about.
Near corner 3 is airballed and rebounded by Caven Hill. Yeah, defense. Preach defense, defense, defense. Ahead to Brandon Smith, left wing. Washington straight away to Hill. Hill spots up, right wing 3 is short. Almost flying back in for the putback dunk was Rodney. Rebounded out beyond the perimeter by the Lions. Down inside, 2-on-1 transition. Down low, missed shot. Flying in for a tie-up here as it'll be Durant basketball. Tayshawn Williams was able to get his hands on it with Davian Pouncil.
That'll go down as the first offensive rebound for Durant.
50 seconds in, a lot of high-flying action. McAlester leading 2-0 over the Lions, looking to erase a 4-game losing streak to the Lions. Low post 2 might have been blocked by Caven Hill. It is rebounded by Rodney Washington. Washington ahead to Smith. Smith left wing, surveys the field, passes between the circles to Pouncil. Pouncil against the zone defense, passes left side. It's a 3-2 zone by the Lions, similar to what McAlester Lady Buffaloes ran earlier. Outside Pouncil's second chance at a 3 is missed. Offensive rebound, Rodney Washington there playing janitor, cleaning up the missed shot.
He's got all 4 points for McAlester.
In the backcourt, McAlester has 4 different guys around the half-court line, now into the corner, trying to drive. Caven Hill stopping everyone from doing so. Now out to Leon Stone. Stone right side, back straight away to Flores. Flores on the drive. Flores up and under, no good. Rebounded by Caven Hill. Hill throws ahead to Bickham, left wing. Bickham hands it off to Washington. Washington deep inside, now back out. Wide open 3 by Bickham on the way. Rainbow 3 won't go. Offensive rebound, Hill. One dribble, tries going towards the paint. Has the ball stripped away from him as he hits the hardwood. Quickly going down the floor of the Lions. Far corner, spot up 3 on the way and good. Leon Stone matches his number. It's 4-3. Coach George takes an early timeout with 6:02 left in the first. 4-3 and McAlester up by 1 on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
We're back here in Bryan County. The McAlester Buffaloes up by one after a Leon Stone 3 from the corner has made it from a 4-0 game to a 4-3 game. Rodney Washington has all 4 points for the McAlester Buffaloes as Brandon Smith will take it up the floor. 2 minutes into the first quarter, Washington left wing. He'll size up for a 3-pointer that's well short on a long 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Valier. Valier passing ahead into the corner. Flores now with it in the front court. Right side to Stone. Stone gives it further into the corner over to Williams. Williams back out right wing. Valier to Stone. Stone back out over to Flores. Flores on the dribble drive. Stops around the free throw line. Back out far corner. Valier back out working beyond the perimeter here. 5:26 left in the first. Durant wanting to slow things down against the athletic McAlester defense as here is a foul called.
Foul's going to be on Pouncil. That'll be his first, team first.
Durant's been able to put up points so far this season, 50.8 points per game, but they're giving up 66.3. Now, that is inflated by one 155-point score. East Central put up 105 in the season opener. Right now it's a 4-3 game as Durant wants to slow things down. McAlester wants to create turnovers, has not really done so yet. Valier out by the circle, Brandon up on him. Top of the key pass, Williams has the ball stripped away. Ahead to Brandon. Brandon one-on-one towards the rim. Easy layup, and McAlester leads 6-3.
Good to see Brandon get going early.
Pass across the half-court line. 3-on-1 now transition. Down low. Reverse layup is up and missed. Rodney, well-timed rebound. Throws ahead to Brandon. Brandon cuts towards the rack again. Euro step up. Rainbow shot falls. And TNT's in his bag tonight. That's a tough shot. Rainbow after the Euro step. 8-3 McAlester up. Left wing threes in the air. Airballed. Caven Hill is able to get the board. Near sideline to Smith. Smith stops, lobs near corner. Rodney, open corner three is off. Offensive board, Pouncil can't get the shot to go. Bounces it to Bickham. Bickham, low post two is good. And it's a 10-3 game. McAlester up by 7. Coach George takes a second time out of the first. 4:19 left in the first on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
10-3 game, McAlester up. 4:19 left in the first. Liking what you're seeing so far from McAlester, Nate?
I'm loving everything we're seeing so far. Not quite getting all the shots to fall, but 10-3, can't complain too much about that. Been stifling defense by McAlester.
And they're going to press here on the inbound. Flores trying to find an open man. He does find Stone for a moment. Ball's tipped in the air. Brandon Smith tries to knock it loose, but he makes a little bit too much contact off ball.
That'll be go ahead.
Foul number 1 on Smith. Team foul number 2 on the Buffs. Lions will inbound in front of their student section. And they'll get it ball back over to Stone. Stone hit a 3 earlier. Now he drives. Floater is up in the air and made. He's got all 5 points. Leon Stone, the senior, makes it a 10-5 game. Left wing, Washington, back to Smith. The Pouncil right wing. Pouncil looks inside. Bounce passes to Hill, short corner. Back out to Smith, near corner. Open threes in the air, off the rim. And a foul down low on Caven Hill, who made contact pushing Boston Browder.
And that'll be the first personal on Caven.
So 3 fouls all on McAlester so far, but they've all been spread out. And Ty Moscato will get his first minutes tonight, coming in for Caven Hill. It's a 10-5 advantage for McAlester, 3:53 left in the first. Inbound to Flores, back to Browder. Browder gets it to Stone, who dribbles across, passes down low. Tough shot is up and missed. Ball's tipped around and taken by Bickham with the rebound, ahead to Washington. Washington tries driving towards the rack, up and under, fouled, and he can't get it. But he will go to the line.
Be the first personal on Durant. Foul's going to be on number 2.
That is Boston Browder. That's his first, obviously, as it's the first team foul of the game on Durant. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices. Call 918-426-1951 as Washington misses the first free throw. One thing that McAlester really struggled with for the first half of the game against the Zebras on Friday was free throws. They finished 60% from the line on Friday, as Rodney misses both of the free throws. And last year, a 72% free throw shooter, not very common. Williams tries to get past Washington into the corner. 3-pointer in the air and good. 2-point game. Durant down by 2. 10-8 the score. Bickham Euro step feeding into the corner to the left wing. Pouncil thought about the 3. Spin move beyond the perimeter. Now drives in. A lot of contact. Gets the 2. Could have been an and 1. But it makes it 12-8. McAlester up by 4. Again, his answer the 3. Back with a 2. 3:07 left in the first. Moscato in the backcourt to Stone. Stone double team. Bounce passes. Finds his way back over to Flores. Flores nearly has his pocket pick. There'll be a foul called. Shouldn't be on Smith. It's on Pouncil. That's his second. Yep. Team foul number 4.
And we'll see if Pouncil will not remain in the game. Looks like Case Patton will come in for him.
McAlester wanting to be aggressive defensively, but with that aggressiveness also comes the risk of fouls, and you don't want to have some of your best players out of the game for long. There'll be an inbound into the backcourt. Valier grabs it. 4-point McAlester lead right now. Left wing, Williams to the key, to Browder, and we have a travel at the top of the key. Ball back to McAlester. I think McAlester has the talent advantage over Durant tonight, but the one thing that makes this a tough game every year is, and doesn't matter who's better, throw out the records, it is a high emotional game because it's a rivalry game. Left wing, Moscato drives in, tries to get baseline after a tip ball, finds its way to Bickham. Bickham back outside, Moscato wide open left wing 3, won't go. Ball gets knocked loose, into the air, finds its way to Williams. Williams ahead to Stone. Stone for 2, the layup is good. 12-10. But what I'm trying to say is you don't want to have this be a close game for very long. McAlester wanting to take advantage. But right now, Durant holding with them here in the early quarter. Bickham driving in, has his pockets stripped. Stone with the steal. Stone into the corner. Driving. Excuse me, that's not Stone. Now it's Stone. Baseline jumper will go. And Stone, I didn't have any points for him here coming into this game. He's got 7 tonight. 12-12 the score. Jim Reagan, you're holding out on me. Here's a pass inside. Devion Bickham, 2 is up. Won't go, but he's fouled. Tie game 12-all.
Foul's going to be on number 24 for Durant.
That's Braylon King.
That's his first, team second.
So after a 10-3 advantage, McAlester has been outscored since then 9-2. Bickham's first free throw is no good. McAlester 0 of 3 from the line tonight.
Yep.
Devion Bickham last year was a 48% free throw shooter. Against Claremore, he had 4 free throw attempts, hit 3 of them. Right now on the floor is Smith, Washington, Bickham, Moscato, and Patton. To try to retake the lead, we have a lane violation on McAlester. Shot went, but it won't count. Bickham comes out, and into his place goes Jacoby Boyd. Also, one more foul with 1:56 left in the first will give the Lions free throws for the remainder of the quarter. Valier in the backcourt with Flores, passes across, almost taken by Moscato, instead finds the arms of a Lion. Now open to Washington, jumped over him, man. Boyd came from behind and blocked the shot. Whoa! Smith into the corner, Patton, corner 3 on the way. Air ball. McAlester is just brutal from 3 right now. There was a whistle called, and it's on Durant. On number 1, Joseph Flores. I don't know what happened there. That is foul number 3 on the Lions. First personal on Flores, but that was off ball somewhere. Tie game 12-12. Smith into the backcourt to Washington. McAlester trying to find their shot right now. It is cold, cold. If it's not by the rim, it's not going right now.
They are 6 of 15 from the field right now.
Washington trying to get it around Tayshawn Williams, and he gets tipped out of bounds into the Durant student section.
Checking in for Durant will be number 3, checking out number 2.
1:25 remaining in the first, and a tie game 12-12. Washington to Patton. Swings it into the corner to Smith. Smith trying to go baseline. Spin move baseline. That's denied. Back out top of the key to Patton. Patton back to Smith. Smith left wing 3. Will it go? No. Jacoby Boyd gives McAlester a second chance at the baseline rebound. Far corner 3 by Moscato. Will go. No, it won't. That one was a little short. It looked like it tickled the twine, but apparently it was short. Right wing 3 is way too strong. Offensive board and a foul called as Valier, from our angle, that one looked like it went straight down the chute, but apparently it was well short by Moscato.
Foul was on Moscato, his first.
On the other side, Valier's going to get free throws. McAlester shooting about as bad as you can shoot, and I don't know what it is when it comes to Durant too, because McAlester last year shooting from the field as the first free throw is missed by Valier. McAlester was a 42% shooting team last year for the collection of a 24-game season. In the 2 games against Durant, they shot 35%. Second free throw, he missed them both, but it was an offensive rebound here for Leon Stone and second chance points for the Lions as he dribbles it out beyond the perimeter. Picks up his dribble, passes baseline, throws it to the left side, grabbed by Flores. 46 seconds, far corner 3 up, and good. Kind of a prayer 3 by Valier. It didn't look like he had his feet set. And it's 15-12. McAlester down by 3. It's their first deficit of the game. Williams tried to get to Smith. Smith goes right to the rack, can't score on the layup. And I'm having horrible flashbacks right now to last year, but here's a strip taken by Patton. Patton's jumped on, thrown to Smith, 20 seconds left in the first. Smith feeds to Patton. Patton to Washington. Washington drives. Washington towards the rim. He's fouled. Question, is it on the floor or on the shot?
It's going to be on the floor.
Tayshawn Williams with the foul. They say it is on the floor. Since going up 10-3, McAllister's been outscored. What is that? 12-2. Smith checks out, coming in. Number 15, I believe that's
Facio.
Facio. He's listed as number 14 on our roster, and we didn't get an update there. Boyd outside, thought about the three was Patton, now out over to Washington, 12 seconds. Washington to Moscato. Moscato thought about the three right wing. He drives, lost the ball on the way up. Ball gets hit out of bounds by a Lion who tried to save it along the baseline by Valier. Boyd will inbound again, baseline. Boyd looks, lobs it to Patton. Patton to Moscato. Moscato drives. Moscato lost it. Taken away. Patton dives. Half-court shot at the buzzer will hit off the iron, not the hoop iron, the one that's holding the rim together. And a last 4 minutes of this first quarter from McAlester that was brutal comes to an end. 15-12, McAlester trails by 3 going into the second. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Beginning the second quarter, McAlester down 15-12 after going up 10-3. Durant outscored McAlester the rest of the first quarter 13-2. It's behind some really bad shooting so far, Nate. What did you see at the stats between the first and second quarter break there?
Right now, McAlester shooting 6 of 18, good for 33%, 0 of 9 from 3.
But at the free throw line,
no one has made a free throw. 0 of 6 for both teams combined.
On the floor right now is Bickham, Boyd, Washington, Facio, and Hill. So down by 3 to start the second quarter. Boyd picks up his dribble, guarded well by Williams, giving it to Rodney. Rodney into the high post. Hill, turnaround jumper from the right elbow, won't go. McAlester continues to struggle from any shot that's not right by the rim right now. They've gone scoreless for I don't know how many minutes now. And here's a unforced turnover as Williams threw it at the feet of Boston Browder.
Second turnover by Durant.
McAlester has to survive the storm right now.
Yeah.
They, after going up 10-3 and playing about as well as we've seen them play in the early season, again, this is only game number 2. They played about as bad since.
I think someone needs to check the rim, see if there's a lid on it.
Low post, Caven Hill goes up and scores after Flores tried to draw the charge in the low post. And finally, the scoring drought comes to an end. It's 15-14. We have a foul here in the backcourt. It's going to be on Devion Bickham. Coach Dawkins thinks that it should be on Tayshawn Williams. Rodney comes over to help Bickham up. And Bickham's trying to say, hey, he extended the elbow. I'm like, hey, I thought I saw that. Browder will inbound, trying to get it past Caven Hill. Does feed it across the half-court line to Williams. Williams looks around. Double team, throws it near sideline to Facio inside. Ball's tipped loose. Last touched by a Lion and Tayshawn Williams. Nice defense by Rodney Washington. McAlester down by 1, 15-14 with 7:11 left in the half.
Washington just 4 points in the first quarter.
Someone's got, like he said, take off that lid off the rim over here on this left side. Washington, high post to Hill. Hill outside to Facio. Facio back to Washington straight away. Inside to Hill. Hill, tough two. Looked like he was grabbed. No whistle. Offensive board. Jacoby Boyd back up and in. McAlester retakes the lead, 16-15.
Boyd's got 2 points.
6:44 left in the half. Flores kind of weaving through traffic, making his way into the right front court. Over to Browder. Browder baseline to Stone. Stone guarded by Bickham. Takes a shot over Bickham. It won't go. In and out. Rebounded by Hill. Hill ahead to Washington. Washington into the corner to Bickham. Bickham going baseline. Back outside to Washington. Near corner. Spot up 3. No good. Off the back iron. Long rebound out in the front court by Bickham. Bickham driving again, stopping left elbow, back away, straight away, shot up, and in and out. It was halfway down the hoop by Facio, and it popped out. McAlester now, I believe, 0 of 12 from 3. Driving in, Williams short on the shot, rebounded by Washington. Washington ahead to Boyd. Boyd one-on-one towards the rim, shot is up, and a foul called, no block. A foul called, and Jacoby Boyd will get free throws here.
Yes, right now McAlester 0 of 11 from 3.
Goodness gracious.
They can't buy a 3 right now.
This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Can we make our first free throw of the game? McAllister's 0 of 6 from there. They've done themselves no favors. Boyd's first free throw is good. Kind of tried to pinball out, but it wouldn't go. So it is good. McAlester leads 17-15. Boyd's first free throws of the season. Second free throw is good as well. All we needed was Jacoby Boyd to step up to the free throw line. 18-15, McAlester up by 3. They have outscored the Lions so far in this quarter, I believe, 6-0. 2 minutes into the second quarter, 18-15 the score. Valier with the ball. McAlester with the man-to-man, a lot of moving parts here for the Lions. High post, Stone driving in, up with a wild shot. Foul is called. They're going to say that he got a little nudge there. So Leon Stone to the charity stripe, who's had 7 points tonight. And again, as I mentioned, from the voice of the Lions, Jim Reagan, he didn't give me any scoring percentages for Leon Stone. But he has been great so far tonight.
Foul was on Hill, his second.
First free throw, I say that, and he's too strong on the free throw. Back ironed. Second team foul on McAlester as well. Second charity stripe shot. They're both back ironed. Offensive board for Tayshawn Williams. A tough 2 from the left block is missed. Stone can't get it to go. Third chance here for Williams, and he scores. Can't happen. McAlester has the size advantage. You can't get out rebounded like that. Facio to Hill. Hill trying to drive. Hill up with a tough 2. Back irons that shot. Boyd gets the rebound. Boyd back outside, throws it straight into the McAlester crowd. We talked in the girls' game about you can't let your internal clock speed up. I feel like that's what's happening with McAllister's offense. They're trying to move really fast, and they're forcing some bad shots and throwing the ball away like that.
They've just got to breathe on offense.
Right wing backpedaling to the left wing. Browder with the ball, stops, left elbow, throws it way out of bounds into the corner. He was looking for Williams in the corner. McAlester will hold on to a 1-point lead after that Durant turnover with 5:11 left in the half. So Washington will take it down the floor. Brandon Smith getting ready to come in for McAlester. Rodney passes right elbow to Hill. Hill outside of Facio. Facio picks up the dribble, right wing, guarded well by Flores. Flores inside. Washington popping shot, right elbow, 2, won't go. Ball's on the deck. Boyd trying to grab it. Boyd's got the ball, and a foul called while on the floor.
And that's the 4th offensive rebound for Jacoby Boyd here in the first half.
Have yourself a game here, Boyd. Team foul number 2 on the Lions. 3rd foul on Boston Browder. Rodney comes out. Gonna try to find a shot here because it's just not going for him right now. He's held to what, 4 points?
Yeah, 4 points.
And he had the first 4 points of the game, too.
He did.
So Smith comes in for him. There's a lob to Bickham, left wing. Bickham looks, tries to find Hill. It's a bad pass and taken by Braylon King. Davian Pouncil getting ready to come back in, who had to sit in the first quarter with 2 early fouls. Flores to Stone. Stone straight away, guarded by Boyd. Bounce pass right wing to Williams. Williams to Flores straight away. Flores right wing, swing pass near corner to Williams. Driving on Bickham, low post, 2, tough 2, up and good, and the Lions retake the lead. 19-18, 4:20 left in the half. Smith between the circles to Hill, left wing. Hill, bounce pass top of the key. Out to Facio, throws it at his feet, now into the corner to Smith. Smith loosely double teamed. Rainbow pass, finding its intended target, swinging it near corner to Bickham. Bickham inside to Hill. Hill backing up his man, triple teamed, and there'll be a foul. No, travel called in the low post. And Hill will get the ball back over to the Lions. Bickham comes out, Pouncil comes in. McAlester flustered right now. Also checking out. We got 6 players on the floor.
And Coach Dawkins will call a timeout.
We'll take it with them. You're listening to McAlester basketball as they trail 19-18 with 4 minutes left in the half on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Well, Nate, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's, I guess, start with the bad news.
Well, then tell me the percentage for McAlester shooting right now.
1 second. 31%. 0 of 11 from 3.
The good news is they're only down by 1 despite shooting that poorly. We'll see if they can change things up here. In between the rings, Flores with the ball, passing right wing over to number 23, Valier. Valier guarded by, again, newly inserted into the game, Schuler Pickens. Inside pass, Leon Stone reverse layup won't go. Climbing up high, Boyd with the rebound, passes ahead to Smith. 3:38 left in the half. Smith trying to drive to the near corner, gives it to Facio. Facio for 3, got it! Paint it gold. Finally, it comes off the basket. That lid that's been on it comes off. McAlester takes a 2-point lead.
The first 3 of the day for McAlester.
Durant passes inside. Flores fading away jump shot from inside the paint. About 11-foot jump shot goes, and we're tied up 21-21. Smith to the right wing to Boyd, feeds it into the corner. Pickens inside, tries to find Smith. Ball comes loose. Smith chasing after it, gets knocked out. Last touched by McAlester. It will be Durant basketball in a tie game, 21-all. Rodney getting ready to come back in. He'll check in for Facio.
And we're back underway.
21-21, just under 3 minutes left in the half. Stone with the ball, who has had, again, 7 points, an early 7 points, has not scored since. Trying to change that here. Guarded up well by Smith. Smith still on him. Smith strips the pocket. Smith, 3-on-2's got the numbers. Now drives, Euro step in for 2, got it and 1. Brandon Smith furiously towards the rack. And a chance to complete the 3-point play. That is all hustle by Brandon Smith. What a play.
Be the 3rd team foul on Durant, first foul on number 4.
And it's Zach Irvin's first. Durant doing really good with foul trouble right now. No one they have to really worry about. Smith trying to make this a 3-point game. Smith bends the knee, shot is in the air and good. 24-21. 3-point lead for the Buffaloes, their largest lead since Durant came back from a 10-3 deficit early in the first. Flores dribbles, had it swiped loose by Smith again. Smith double teamed and he's fouled. Lou Dawkins dabs up Brandon Smith right there, right in front of him.
Foul's going to be on number 23 for Durant. That's his first 4th team foul.
Dawkins is such a defensive-minded coach. You know that he loves seeing that from Brandon Smith. Another steal. The leading stealer last year against Smith, 2.8 steals a game. Jacoby Boyd trying to get past a stingy Lion right now. He'll pass it off over to Smith, who takes over by the circle. To Washington, far sideline. Washington, entry dribble. Back over to Smith straight away, into the corner to Boyd. Boyd grabs it, dribbles along the perimeter, and feeds it back to Washington straight away. 2 minutes left in the half. Pouncil driving, jump stopping. Low post 2 is up and can't get the roll. Pouncil trying to fly back in for the rebound. Way too much contact on the rebound attempt. And that's foul number 3 on Pouncil.
And they'll have to check out. Case Patton will check in for him.
Pouncil's too important to not play major minutes in this game. I know he wants to get that chance back, but you also have to be mindful of where you're at and where the lines are positioned. If they are well positioned, sometimes you just can't get that rebound.
Right.
Live to fight another battle. 1:53 left in the half. McAlester up 24-21. Left wing Flores thought about the 3. Instead, backpedals it on up into the front court further to Valier, the right wing, to Stone. Stone inside. Williams guarded up well by Washington, but Williams scores anyway. 24-23. Washington back to Smith. About 4 feet in front of that half-court circle. Back outside. Patton back over to Smith. Swing it near corner. Washington driving. Tough two. Contact. Whistle.
And that'll be the 5th team foul on Durant. Bonus for McAlester for the remainder of the quarter.
Rodney trying to get his first points since he scored the first 4 points of the game. Again, I don't know what it is about Durant, but Rodney has just struggled playing against Durant. He still got his points as the first free throw is made to make it 25-23. And the student section, I don't know if that's wise, but they were chanting.
That is not a good idea.
They were chanting overrated to Rodney Washington, and I don't think that's wise. Second free throw is good. He told me on Coffee with the Coach in the football season, when people start talking a little bit is when he starts to play his best. Don't give him fuel is all I'm saying.
Actually, please keep doing that.
1:15 left in the half in a 26-23 game. Right wing. And there is Rodney with the steal. Rodney is pushed by Valier, and he'll get 2 free throws as he's in the bonus. I told you. Immediately they start calling him overrated. He gets a steal. And if it wasn't for a foul by Valier in a fast break attempt, that would have been a furious dunk. That's a second foul on Valier.
And that, in the NBA, that would be a clear path foul.
So a chance for McAlester to go up 2 possessions here. He takes a deep breath, bends the knees, shot in the air, and left it short.
Come on, guys, chant again.
Rodney 2 of 5 from the line tonight. Second chance here, trying to split the trip. Shot in the air, ain't good. So McAlester leads 27-23. They've outscored Durant 15-8 here in the second quarter. About 60 seconds left in it. Williams trying to drive on Bigham. Bigham right on there with him. Back outside near corner. To Valier. Valier out by the circle to Stone, left wing. Newly into the game, number 5, Mason Morgan. Williams to Flores, 50 seconds left in the half. Near steal by Pickens, now driving in. Tough contested 2 by Stone will go. 27-25, McAlester up by 2. 37 seconds left in the half. Smith to the left wing, Patton. Long 3, steps up to the line, takes 3, it's airballed. Way off. Rebounded by Williams. Williams taking himself across the half-court line, loosely double-teamed, now closing in on. 24 seconds left. Flores dribbles up to the top of the key. Now to the right side of Valier. Valier gives it to Stone, 15 seconds left. Stone to Morgan. Morgan picks up his dribble. Looks like the Lions will get the last shot here, 7 seconds. Can McAlester hold on to a lead at 27-25? Williams fouled by Brandon Smith as he grabbed him up top.
That'll be the second personal on Brandon.
They had a foul to give. You wish that wouldn't have been on Brandon?
Not a bad foul.
It's not a bad foul. Now you have to force him to inbound the ball with 2 seconds left. They do so. Williams, far corner 3 is blocked. Oh, a late whistle comes in. Bigham thought he got all ball, and free throws are coming up for Tayshawn Williams to try to give the Lions a lead at the end of the half.
That'll be Bickham's second. I don't know about that one.
Oh, the ball nearly hit the hardwood by the time that the whistle was blown. So Williams will get 3 free throws here to try to get the Lions a lead. All alone, first free throw is good. Second free throw to tie it as Williams bends the knees, shot up, and good. And a chance for the Lions to take a first half lead. Again, I would call them heavy underdogs in this game. Third free throw. He gets the bounce and he got all 3. 28-27, McAlester trails at half after playing a really bad 8 minutes a game. We'll see if they can overcome this 1-point deficit to go into the second half and beat the Lions for the first time since 2023. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. The McAlester Buffaloes trail by 1 because of the last-second free throws by Tayshawn Williams on a questionable foul that was called. The score again is 28-27. We're about to have our halftime stats. That is brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right. We had two guys with 7 points. First up, Brandon Smith, 3 of 6 from the field. He had 1 rebound and 2 steals in the first half. Rodney Washington also had 7 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from three-point, and 5 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 defensive, along with a steal. Jacoby Boyd, story of this game so far.
Jacoby Boyd, arguably, even though he hasn't had like a ton of points, what's he at right now?
He's got 4 points right now, 5 rebounds, 4 offensive.
He's a big reason why McAlester is only down by 1.
Right. He absolutely is. He's been able to give McAlester a bunch of second chance opportunities. Next up, Johnny Facio, the only 3 of the first half for McAlester. Then you had Devion Bickham with 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, along with 2 points. Davian Pouncil got in foul trouble early on, had 2 points in the first half, along with an offensive rebound, 3 fouls, 1 steal. Caven Hill also 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 offensive, 4 defensive. He also had a block in the first half, and Case Patton also recorded a steal.
Looking at our team stats now.
Moving on to team stats, McAlester 10 of 30 from the field, good for 33%. Durant 11% higher, 11 to 25, good for 44%. McAlester 1 of 13 from three-point range.
What is it about Durant? Because, again, Durant does a pretty decent job of playing some defense. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's no discredit to them. But McAllister's had plenty of open shots. I don't understand why McAlester, for the last now 2 years, has struggled to shoot against Durant. Because, again, McAllister against Claremore, 46% from the field. McAllister's season average from a year ago, 42%. And 34% from three. McAllister 1 of what from three?
1 of 13.
And from the field, 33%. So I expect those numbers to go up. I don't think McAllister's going to shoot this poorly for the remainder of the game, but that's also going to go into your keys of the second half. Let's look at some more stats.
Durant 3 of 6 from three-point range, good for 50%. McAllister also needs to get better from the free throw line, 6 of 11, 55%. Durant just 3 of 7 for 43% from the free throw line. McAllister out-rebounding Durant 20 to 15, 10 offensive, 10 defensive for McAllister, 6 offensive, 9 defensive for Durant. McAllister's forced 6 turnovers for Durant, and McAllister's turned the ball over 9 times. And McAllister has 2 blocks, none for Durant.
So McAllister, I hate to say that they played about as poor of a game as you could play in the first half, but to their standards,
they did.
They played about as poor of a game as you can play. And like we said, in these rivalry-type games,
throw out the records.
Yeah, and especially when the game goes further on and the game is still a close game, the more it goes to the team that would be considered the underdog, and that would be Durant. So if McAllister, one key to the second half that I have for me, and I know yours is going to be, it's hard to say, but shoot better.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming down to shooting. There's more to it, but mine is to do it quickly, because McAllister had a chance to go up. They went up 10-3. Coach George wisely used 2 quick timeouts. He said, okay, if we don't do this quickly, things could get out of hand. And he used them to stop McAllister's momentum. McAllister has to get that momentum back. If they can do that, get off to a run, and then put Durant in the dust, it could be over quickly, down by 1 even right now. But again, if we're going to go back and forth into the fourth quarter, this is anyone's game, and it trends towards Durant. So your keys to the second half.
I mean, shooting is one of them, but again, got to keep your mind in check. Don't want your emotions to get too out of hand in this game. I mean, in especially close rivalry games, that will happen. But keep up the defense. The defense has looked fantastic against Durant. But yeah, just keep up the defense and see. I mean, you have to keep shooting. I mean, the three-point ball is a lot of your game. You got to keep shooting the three. It's going to fall down at some point, and when it starts to fall, I really believe it's going to snowball and could lead to good things for McAllister.
Again, I also say take better control of the basketball. McAllister only had 7 turnovers total against Claremore last Friday. They have 9 so far tonight. Again, they only had 14.6 turnovers a game last year when they went 12-12.
When I read those stats, I read it backwards.
Backwards?
Durant has 9 turnovers. McAllister has 6.
Okay, well, still.
My bad.
Still, you're already 1 off away from what you had all game last Friday. Take a little bit better control of the ball, but other than that, they're not doing too bad there either. It's mainly just coming down to their shot and making sure that you rebound. So, we're about to get started with the second half. McAllister down by 1. They're getting some warm-up shots here on the other side of the floor. Maybe that lid has been off. Hey, we will take a 60-second break and be back on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Beginning the second half, the McAlester Buffaloes trailed the Durant Lions 28-27. We're back underway. We're switching sides. Now Durant shooting on that left side of the half-court line. McAlester be on the right. So Joseph Flores with the basketball. He bounces it over to Tayshawn Williams, who drives, pulls up with a 10-foot jumper. That won't go. Ball's knocked around, and it's offensive rebounded by Joseph Flores. Guarded in the corner, double team, throws it off of Rodney, out of bounds. On the floor for McAlester, the starting five, except for one, Facio is in instead of Davian Pounsley, who had those 3 fouls from the first half. Flores will inbound, guarding up by Rodney Washington. Inbound to Valier beyond the perimeter. McAlester in a man-to-man D. Right wing, Stone. Passes to Browder, right between the circles. Now to Williams. Williams goes opposite of a screen, jumps inside. Looked like he might have traveled, and he did so. And also, Caven Hill was hit somewhere you don't want to get hit. He's going to jump it off, but he might need a little bit of time. Smith inbounds to Washington. We will continue to play, though. 7:25 left in the third. Smith takes it across the half-court line. 40 seconds into the third quarter and down by 1. McAlester trying to retake the lead. Washington to Facio. Facio looks left, passes middle, throws it kind of away. Hill saves it, triple team down low, jump stops to the low post. Great play by Caven Hill, and McAlester retakes the lead at 29-28. He looked like he was dead to rights, Nate.
Just how Coach Dawkins drew it up, right?
Right wing. Valier throws it just inside the perimeter to Williams, back outside to Stone. Stone guarded well by Smith. Ball gets knocked loose, taken back by Stone. Williams, edge of the circle. Coach Dawkins leading his team from the opposite side. Williams backpedals on up again now. Shovel passes it to the right side. Valier trying to drive on Hill towards the rack. Tough two is up and good. And Durant retakes the lead, 30-29. Smith into the corner. Facio. Bounce pass to Bickham. Back out to Facio. Near corner three. In the air, short. Air ball, too. McAllister's three-point woes continue. 1 of 15 from downtown. Handoff Leon Stone, right wing. Jab step, dribbling inside the paint. Back outside. Stone, straightaway three. In the air, good. They're 4 of 7. And it's a 4-point deficit for McAlester. Tied for their largest deficit of the game. Washington straight away to Hill, back to Washington. To the right wing to Smith. Smith kind of left alone. 2-3 zone being played by the Lions. Pass side post to Bickham. Bickham, free throw line. Gets a man to jump. Lost the ball, stolen by Flores. And McAlester comes out of the break, playing about as poorly as they played in the first half. Pass into the corner, driving in Stone. Up for, nope, he's going to lay it in late. Up for 2, got it and 1. Fouls on Caven Hill.
That's his third. And Pouncel's checking in for Hill. He's coming up limping a little bit.
He's kind of been playing a little hurt since the first or second defensive possession there. Free throw is up and made by Williams, and it is a 7-point game. 5:30 left in the third. McAllister's got to snap out of it. Smith passing near corner. Washington double teamed in the corner, lobbing it out to Pouncil to the left wing to Smith. Smith lost the ball on the drive. Taken by Stone to the opposite end. Pouncil guarding it well. Ball gets knocked out. It'll stay with the Lions.
McAllister's got to find something on offense.
It's bad. Inbound into the corner. Right past Smith to the low post. Stone leaves it short. Offensive rebound and the putback is good. Tayshawn Williams. It's a 9-point deficit. And here's our thing, Nate. If McAllister wants to be where they want to be, they got to be better than this. 38-29. Coach Dawkins will call a timeout. 4:58 left in the third. Comeback's got to start here pretty soon on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Since the Buffaloes have gone up 10-3, it's been trying to figure it out. It's been trying to piece together the offense with some duct tape here because McAlester has not been able to just make their shots. It's easier said than done. 38-29, McAlester down by 9, and the momentum is all in the hands of the Durant Lions here in the Lions' den. McAlster's also been careless with the ball to begin the third quarter. Facio bounce passes it into the low post, back outside to Facio. To Pouncil now, driving in, leaving it down low for Bickham. Bickham back outside. Facio, far corner 3, off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound by Smith. Will get it back out over to Facio, left wing. Back to Smith, far corner. Smith cross court, finding Washington. Double team, back outside, left wing. Smith sizes up the 3, takes it, won't make it. 1 of 15 from 3, and a foul called as Bickham tried to get the rebound down low. Foul number 2 on the Lions. And the foul's on Boston Browder, which is his... That's his 4th.
So, yeah, he'll definitely have to sit for a little bit.
Braylon King checking in. 1 of 15 from 3. Pouncil will inbound to Washington. Washington angle right. Passes angle left to Smith. Smith back to Washington. Straight away takes the 3 in the air. Left is short. Pouncil offensive rebound. That won't go. Offensive rebound by Devion Bickham. And he is fouled down low. So that is foul number 2 on Durant. Foul number 24, Braylon King.
His second.
Gosh, dang, McAlester is just can't make their shots. Facio to Smith, angle left. Smith driving after reverse direction. Back to Facio by the circle. Facio with the left-handed dribble back to Smith. 4 minutes left in the third. McAlester has scored 1 bucket here in the third quarter. Pouncil back to Smith, into the corner. Facio bounce pass down low, back outside. Smith nearly traveled near corner 3 by Facio in the air. Short again. Holy moly. Other side, Williams goes up and scores. 40-29.
1 of 18 for 3 from McAlester.
Washington right wing driving, low post, contested 2. Are you surprised it won't go, but he is fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. And McAlester trying to score for the first time since the first minute of the third quarter. They made 1 shot from the field in the third. Fouls on number 24, Braylon King, his third. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. First free throw. Back ironed.
3 of 7 for the free throw line from Rodney.
Nate, I don't know if I've ever seen McAlester shoot this poorly.
No. I can't remember a time.
I really don't think I can remember a time. What's the field goal percentage? Second free throw tumbles in, and it's 40-30. McAlester down by 10.
30%.
It feels lower.
It feels a lot lower. It feels about 15.
Flores, high post, left alone, takes the left elbow 2. That's short. Rebounded offensively by the Lions. They blew the easy shot down low. Moscato tries to knock it out. Last touched by last touch by Moscato. It will stay with Durant. 3:16 remaining in the third. Inbound from the corner. They'll get it out to Williams. Williams in the corner of the front court. Kind of left alone. Bickham's going to close in on him. Now Williams tries to dribble towards the perimeter and gets it back out into the opposite corner. To Flores. Flores past Moscato. Now bounce pass to the right front court. And Durant's getting into the kind of offense where they're just keeping the ball away. Really playing 4-corner offense in the front court. That's nearly a backcourt. It is a backcourt. Rodney Washington on number 23, Valier. And Williams, looking over here on this near side, he's kind of cramping up by that left ankle area. So So he's coming up limping a little bit. 2:41 left in the third. Hopefully everything's okay there for that young man. Left wing Moscato takes a long three in the air, and he won't make that one either. No one can buy a shot. There's a rebound by the Lions, but they quickly get it the other side. Smith tries to force the ball loose. Somehow finds his way to Valier. Valier bounce pass down low. 2 is up. Past Moscato and scores. 42-30. McAlester down by 12. Largest deficit of the season. It is early season. Smith, left wing three in the air, and that one won't go either. There's a fight for the rebound down low. Bigham got tangled up with the Lion. It's a tie-up, and it will stay with McAlester. This is unbelievable.
1 of 20.
This is seriously unbelievable. Pouncil inbound, finds Moscato, far corner. Moscato to Smith, Smith to Washington. Washington angle right three, no good, 1 of 21. Offensive board, Devion Bigham, that one won't go. Pouncil ended up going for a ball. It'll be a foul called. McAlester fans wanted a tie-up, won't get the tie-up, and that'll be the 4th foul on Pouncil. 1 of 21 from 3. And Pouncil will stay out there for now. 1:55 left in the third. Durant on the brink, not of just an upset of running McAlester out of the gym. Stone, bounce pass, near corner, driving in, stopping. Low post 2 is up and good. Braylon King, it is getting ugly. 44-30. Smith straight away. Left alone, drives towards the rim, up for the 2, up, high off the glass. Shot won't go, but we have free throws coming up for Brandon Smith.
Be the 4th team foul on Durant.
McAlester has made 1 shot from the field this quarter. It was in the first minute.
It's the 4th personal on Braylon King.
First free throw by Smith is good. 44-31.
Smith's got 8.
McAlester has been outscored in the third quarter. Let me do some quick math here. 16-4. If they don't have a strong finish to the third quarter, this one might already be over. Second free throw is missed. 90 seconds left in the third. There is a travel on the far sideline, and McAlester gets a stroke of luck there. What has the percentage gone down to now, field goal-wise?
Field goal, we are at 27%. We are at 5% from 3. 1 of 21.
It's really unbelievable. Near corner, Moscato takes a 3. That one won't go. Flying in, Davian Pouncil for the offensive rebound. Playing with 4 fouls. He scores from the right block, and it's 44-33. McAlester will press, but Pouncil cannot foul. It's Washington that nearly had a steal. Pouncil was held as he was trying to dive for the ball near the corner. There's no whistle blown there. They'll stay with the Lions.
Why would there be?
1:13 left in third. Inbound over to Williams. Williams racing past Bigham down the far sideline. Williams to the high post, back outside to Stone, who grabs it in the circle. 1:05 left in the third. Back over to Williams. Excuse me, that's Flores. Flores left wing. Flores back over to Stone. Stone, again, they're playing 4-corner offense as McAlester trying to stay on him. Stone guarded well by Smith. Bounce pass back over to Flores. Flores picked up by Smith into the corner, down low. 2 is up, and Blue. Ball's loose, taken by Washington. Washington down the floor. Washington into the paint. Washington up for 2 scores, and it's a 9-point game, 44-35.
Rodney's got 10.
So the offense starting to pick up a little bit here. 30 seconds left in the third, a 9-point game. Flores double-teamed in the backcourt. Flores tries to find someone. Does so on the other end of the floor. There's a travel called on the stutter step by Kenyon Johnson.
All right, this is the chance for McAlester. Take advantage of this momentum.
This is the finish that you wanted to see of the third quarter. Need some points here. 9-point deficit for McAlester, 44-35.
This would be a great time to break that 3-point streak, Brandon.
Smith, 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Moscato now with the ball. Moscato to Pouncil, threw it straight to Stone. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, towards the rim, reverse layup, missed. Reverse, put back, dunk by Tayshawn Williams, brings the house down. Not reverse, the putback dunk by Tayshawn Williams has made the Lion faithful jump out of the building. And that caps off a horrible third quarter for McAlester. They're down by 11. needing a major comeback. We'll see if they can get it done when we come back on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Well, it's time for a gut check. What are you made of? Second game of the season, you've got some players that have come back from football trying to still get back into basketball shape, still trying to find their shot, and they're still trying to find their shot going into the fourth quarter. McAlester only made a few shots from the field. I believe only 3 made shots from the field in the third quarter, and a 1-point deficit has ballooned to 11, capped off by a dynamite putback dunk in the final second after a turnover in the third. It'll be Durant basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. No, it shouldn't. It should be McAlester basketball. Durant got the ball to start off the second half.
Yeah.
It should be McAlester. Oh, it goes by possession arrow. It doesn't go by. It's Durant basketball. Different. We've been watching so much NBA basketball with the Thunder winning it all not too long ago. We forgot it goes by possession arrow there. So again, Durant with the basketball up by 11, and McAlester, like I said, it's gut check time. Durant will probably run 4-corner offense for the entirety of the fourth. Washington with a near steal against Williams. Stone. Deep in one corner, bounce pass back over to Williams. Williams tries to get past Washington. Jump stops. Gets it back near the circle, tipped in the air, and out of bounds into the scores table. They'll do this 4-corner offense because it forces McAlester to get a little aggressive, chase him down, and it also burns time because already 30 seconds have come off the clock.
Shot clock, please.
It's coming next year. Moscato checks out. Boyd checks in. I believe the first time we're seeing Boyd here in the second half.
It is.
Inbound near sideline, double team, throwing it back, finding it. Flores throws it towards the corner. Taken, spot up 3 from the corner is up and missed. Washington's got the rebound. Every offensive possession extremely important here. Lob down low, grabbing it with one hand, bring it down in. Davian Pouncil sets his feet and scores from the left block. It's a 9-point game. McAlester wanting to press. Williams has got the ball guarded by Bickham. Bickham with him down the floor. Across the half-court line he goes, and we had a double dribble by Williams as he crossed the half-court line guarded by Bickham. So McAlester down by 9, 46-37, 7:01 left in the game. See if they can put together some more points. Kenyon Johnson checking out. The inbound into the backcourt to Rodney. Well, McAlester had a fourth quarter comeback in football. Can they do one in basketball too? Far corner driving in. Pouncil stops. Takes a rainbow baseline shot that won't go. And takes a bad bounce over into the arms of Valier. Valier finds his way to Browder. Browder with a near walk down inside. Fadeaway jump shot from the baseline won't go. Ball's tipped around. Grabbed by Boyd. Boyd hands off to Smith. Again, 9-point deficit. 6:39 left in the game. Smith right past one man towards the rim. Layup is up and good. Brandon Smith. 7-point game, 46-39. And timeout called by Coach George of Durant. We'll take it with them. 6:30 left in the game. McAllister's cut it from an 11 to a 7-point game on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. McAlester trying to come back from an 11-point deficit. That started off the fourth quarter. They've scored the first 4 points of the quarter. After a Coach George timeout of Durant, it's 46-39. There's the inbound to Stone. Durant with the basketball as we're back underway. Bounce pass. Pouncil knocked it loose, jumping on, it's Boyd, and Boyd gets ahead to Pouncil, ahead to Washington, Washington to Smith, down low, Smith, right block 2 is good, and McAlester, all of a sudden it's a 5-point game, 46-41, McAlester pressing.
Can't let up now.
Bounce pass in the backcourt, now to the low post, guarded up well, tough 2 up, right over Bickham, and scoring is Braylon King. 48-41, that ends the McAlester 6-0 run. Near corner, pump fake, Washington pulls up, right elbow 2, too strong. Ball's grabbed by Flores, throwing it ahead to Stone. Stone driving on Washington. Washington can't get the, oh, he might have gotten a piece of that. Taken now by Pouncil, throwing it ahead to Bickham, chasing it down near the baseline. Throws it, trying to save it, through straight back to a Lion. Ball's kicked around, last touched by the Lions. It's McAlester basketball. As it rolled out towards the scores table with 5:42 left in the game. It was around 5 minutes and 42 seconds in the fourth quarter in the football game where McAlester scored a big touchdown to Devion Bickham. He's the one inbounding this ball. Down by 7 right now to the Durant Lions in basketball in the fourth quarter. Trying to come back from down double digits. Left wing Pouncil fakes the pass left, now picks up his dribble, gives to Washington on the edge of the circle. Back to Pouncil, left wing. Goes baseline, loosely double teamed back out to Washington. Slowing things down considerably, now driving in. Floater on the way, got the bounce! 48-43 from the left side of the paint. He rose above the Lions. It's a 5-point game. There's an uncovered man on the other side of the floor. Boyd now quickly goes in and covers him. Double team in the backcourt is Bowder. And Brandon Smith with the interception. Throws it ahead to Bickham. Bickham wasn't ready, and it hits him off of his head, out of bounds into a McAlester cheerleader. Had 3-on-1. I know what Brandon was trying to do and give it over to Bickham. I think he could have just went in for the layup. Would have made it a one-possession game. Flores bounces into Bickham, crosses the timeline. Flores now into the paint, bounce pass late, 2 is up, wide open 2 is made by Braylon King.
Can't leave him that open.
That's a 4-point swing there. 50-43. 4:45 left in the game.
Fascio getting ready to check in.
Far corner, Pouncil goes baseline, goes up and under and in. McAlster's found their game, back to a 5-point game, 50-45.
Now we got to get stops.
Pouncil got to be careful. He's playing with 4 fouls. He almost had his 5th foul there. Driving in Bowder, a wild 2. How did that go? And they counted and 1. How's that? Ooh, I don't know about the foul there. If that's going to be a foul, then McAlster's been fouled often tonight.
Okay. So that's how we're playing tonight.
I don't. He went in wildly there, and they awarded him with the and 1. I don't. Rodney and Pouncil have been grabbed a lot going on that same kind of play, and we have not had that whistle happen.
Fascio checks in for Bickham.
Free throw is up and good, and it's a 3-point play, and it's an 8-point game. McAlster's only gotten up 3 points here in this fourth quarter. In 45-53, McAlester down by 8. Smith left wing about halfway through the fourth quarter. Smith to Pouncil. Pouncil looking around. Pouncil gets a man to jump, gives it Boyd high post, back outside near corner. Washington got his pocket picked, tries to grab it back and does so. Flores is on him, all over him, and it's now a travel. Is it? It has to be on Flores,
then, yeah. It'll be a steal and then a travel.
So it's staying with McAlester.
Need someone to inbound.
Credit to Joseph Flores. He has been all over Rodney Washington, and he's made his life miserable tonight. Inbound to Smith in the circle. Smith looks right, passes left to Pouncil. Pouncil, instead of the 3, again, McAlster's 1 of 21 from downtown. Cross-court pass near corner to Fascio. Quick pass to the right wing. Angle right 3 by Washington. Got it! Paint it gold!
Finally.
53-48. McAlester finally with a made 3. Cuts the deficit to 5. Pass down low. King. King guarded by Boyd, and there will be a whistle first on the floor. Foul on Boyd.
That's Boyd's second.
Team foul number 2. There is no foul on the shot there. It was on the floor. Hill getting ready to check back in, and he'll do so.
Checking in for Boyd.
Again, Hill's playing a little bit banged up. Inbound, far corner. Bowder dribbles the high post back outside. Stone to the circle to Flores. Flores on the drive, stopping high post. Inside, wide open is King. No one's there. He's open, made shot, 7-point game, 3:26 left in it.
McAllister's got to get stops.
Near corner, Smith, baseline, stopping, lobbing, right wing. Washington cross-court pass finding Pouncil, attacking to the low post. Up, shot blocked. Offensive board, Hill got it to go. 55-50, McAllister, like you said, needing the stops. 3:09 left in the game. Ball comes loose, taken by Smith. Smith on the deck. He goes up. He can't score, but he'll get 2 free throws here. This is a chance to make it a one-possession game if he can hit both of them, but Brandon Smith is coming up limping. Favoring that right ankle, he's going to try to run it off. Foul is on Leon Stone. That is the first foul on the Durant Lions in the fourth quarter. This trip to the free throw line is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
That's the 4th steal.
Brandon is still trying to run off what seems to be a right ankle injury.
At the very least, he's going to try and get these free throws off. We've got one of the officials talking to Coach Dawkins right now.
2 important free throws. First free throw is up and no good. What is McAllister from the line tonight?
8 of 16.
Again, Brandon doing it on what seems to be, he's trying to tell Coach, I'm okay, I'm okay. Trying to split the trip at the line is Brandon to make this a 4-point game. Free throw up, and he does so. So he splits the trip. It's 55-51. McAllister will press. They are down by 4. They inbound it near the half-court line, and they throw it out of bounds. Straight to a Lion assistant coach. And McAllister has a chance to make it a one-possession game once more. Devion Bigham will check in. Coming in for Caven Hill. 2 McAllister Buffaloes have been banged up tonight. Hill and Smith. Smith playing through right now. Hill doing the best he can as well, but Hill checks out for the moment. 3 minutes left in the game. McAllister down by 4, 55-51. Washington between the legs dribble to the corner. Facio, big 3 on the way. Left it short. Ball's on the deck. Bigham's got the board. Offensive. Far corner. Facio has a shot blocked and a 3-pointer out of bounds. And there's a technical foul called on the Lions as Boston Browder yelled into the face of Facio after the 3-point block. Technical foul on the Durant Lions on Boston Browder. And what's even crazier, that's his 5th foul. He's fouled out because of that.
Oh.
So Washington will shoot the free throws and he'll get 2 here, and they also get the ball. Washington's first. Good. It is a one-possession game. McAllister has moved it from an 11-point deficit down to a 3.
Oh, and Brandon, looks like we have one of the officials going to talk to one of the security guards.
Second free throw is made as well. Yeah, they're pointing at someone over here in the McAllister stands.
I think so.
Oh, they ejected someone from over here on this McAllister side. I don't know what happened that led to the ejection there.
Someone had to have said something.
I don't know, but the Durant student section is booing that. Either way, we have a 60-second timeout. McAllister's going to get the ball after it. Washington makes both free throws. It's 55-53. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's 55-53. I'm going to laugh a little bit because on that ejection, it was someone in front of us. I thought that for just a split second,
They were pointing at us.
someone was going to eject us.
What would we do in that situation?
Well, I don't know. Leave the camera rolling. 55-53. McAlester has cut an 11-point deficit down to a 2. Far corner on the inbound. To Smith straight away. Smith to the corner. Facio backs up his man. Back outside. Tried to throw it to Smith, and he's lucky that it hit off of Tayshawn Williams. That was going to sail out of bounds. 2:39 left in the game. McAlester is down by a bucket. Smith with the ball in the front court, passes to Washington. Washington tries to feed it, does so to Pouncil. Pouncil back outside to Facio, into the corner, Smith. Smith back to Facio, angle right. Passing angle left to Pouncil. Inside, high post, Bigham wrestles it away from a Lion. Back outside to Smith, driving baseline, lobbing back to Bigham. Bigham in the paint, ties the game! Davion Bigham makes it 55-all. There's the steal, Brandon Smith gives McAlester the lead! Timeout called Durant. McAlester has come back from down 11 to take a 2-point lead with 2:12 left in the game. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
For as good of a third quarter it was for the Lions, it's as good of a fourth quarter for the Buffaloes. They have turned up the heat defensively, and they've done this behind just 2 made threes all game. 57-55, McAlester will stay with the press. Davion Pouncil has been playing with 4 fouls for nearly the entire second half. Williams gets the inbound, and he'll race down the floor with Davion Bigham with 2:07 left in the game. 57-55, McAlester has come back from down 11 in the fourth to take a 2-point lead. Left wing Stone. Stone on the drive. Stone all alone for the tie. The layup is good. 57-57. 1:50 left in the game. Coach Dawkins tells Rodney to get his breath. In the front court, guarded loosely by Williams. Passes to Facio, angle left. Facio back to Washington. 1:37 left. Washington to Smith, right front court. Back to Washington. Back to Smith, 90 seconds. Flores closes in. McAlester looking for an open shot, but also just dribbling around the front court right now. Okay with burning some time. 1:15 left. Now Rodney attacks towards the rim. Up with a wild 2. Foul is called, and free throws will be coming up. Durant fans are unhappy with the whistle.
Absolutely a foul.
That is the whistle that Boston Browder got earlier on the and one.
Be the 4th team foul, and
Braylon King is out. That is his 5th personal, so he is done.
Correction, that's the 3rd team foul. They put it up there quick.
Well, 5th personal on Braylon King, so he's
sorry, 3rd team foul.
So Rodney trying to re-give his team the lead. And just like in football, this is coming down to the wire.
Checking in for Durant will be number 5, coming in 4:24.
That is Mason Morgan checking in, the freshman. Washington takes a deep breath, bends the knees, shot up, and no good. It's still tied. Free throws continue to be a problem for McAlester tonight. To give McAlester the lead once again, Washington missed them both. Rodney Washington missed them both. And with 1:09 left in the game, it's tied 57-57. Davian Pouncil guarding Stone in the front court. On him well, near sideline. Gets past him to the corner. Morgan back outside. We're under a minute left. Stone thrown to the front court. Williams gets Washington past him. Williams inside. Brandon's right there. Brandon with the steal and a foul on the Lions. That's their fourth. They have no more to give. Brandon isn't even supposed to be there, it feels like. He was down near the left block, and he was able to jump in and get another steal. That is his sixth. Wow. 45 seconds left.
Playing on a bad ankle, too.
57-57. Brandon dribbling around the front court. Lobs to Rodney. Rodney attacks towards the rim. Layup, rims out, tips it, tries to get it back in. Offensive board. Davian Pouncil can't score either. And a foul called down in the low post. 3 chances at the lead, and McAlester whiffed on them all, right by the rim. Third team foul on McAlester after the rebound, and the foul is on Davian Pouncil. His fifth. He is done. Question is, who comes in for him? Caven Hill will do the duties. Again, he has been playing hurt. (57-57). There's going to be heartbreak for somebody tonight. Lions will inbound. We'll see if this will be the final possession. Down the floor go the Lions. 22 seconds. Tie game, 57 all. Rodney pokes it loose. Rodney towards the rim. Rodney dunks it home. 59-57. McAlester takes the lead. And there's a whistle here.
Did he go over and back?
Did he go over and back? There's a timeout called by the Lions, but does McAlester have the ball when we come back from break? Did he go over and back?
They're going to discuss it, and do we want to take a break real
I'm
quick?
not taking a break here. Rodney Washington steals the possession from the Durant Lions and rocked it home. Coach Colbert is getting clarification.
Or were they saying Brandon was too close?
Because that, I thought, was the case at first, too. Okay, it's still... This is where I really wish that we were down on the floor here. We're going to find out when we get to it. But we have 60 seconds now that will get on the clock. We can take 1 30-second break and return. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
So it is Durant basketball. 59-57 the score. McAlester is up by 2. Can they hold on for the final 11 seconds? Inbound, Williams, far sideline. Foul called on Washington. And that will be the 4th foul. Neither team has a foul to give. 9.8 seconds remaining. That's only Rodney's first, but what's more important, that is team foul number 4 on McAlester. Flores will look to inbound. Finds Williams. Williams drives. Williams stops low post. Turn around, fade around. Jump shot is short. Rodney's got the rebound. 4 seconds. and a foul call with 3 seconds, which will send Rodney to the other side of the half-court line. And if he can hit 2 free throws here, game will be over. McAlester is 2 free throws away from doing it to Durant, breaking a 2-year losing streak to the Lions, 4 games. Rodney trying to get the 20 here. Jim gets loud. First free throw, good. This is to ice the game. 3 seconds on the clock. 3-point McAlester lead.
Rodney's got 20.
Deep breath. Second free throw, good. Ball game. 61-57. McAlester will complete the comeback. Half-court heave is in the air. It's no good, and McAlester breaks Durant's hearts again. From down 11 to begin the fourth quarter, they complete the comeback, show the grit, and win 61-57 over the Durant Lions to improve to 2-0 on the season and break a 2-year losing streak to the red and blue. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. What a game we had tonight. But McAlester gets it done. Despite all the struggle, despite all the poor shooting, they got it done. And we will take a break and wrap up this broadcast tonight when we return. You're listening to McAlester Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0044485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with a Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-twin muscle sport suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear, never vehicle under the influence. MotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Anyone else sweating?
A little bit.
The McAlester Buffaloes win tonight despite playing. I know it's early and it's only the second game of the season, but McAlester has not shot that badly. And I don't think, at least from three in my time of calling McAlester boys basketball, they just could not buy a shot to fall from the outside.
They could not.
Really struggled with that all night long tonight. But somehow, despite only making 2 threes the entire game, they win it 61-57 behind an 11-point comeback. They were down by 11 to start the fourth quarter, and then they win it by 4. What a game. Let's look at your post-game stats. Brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate? Let's look at some of these stats are ugly, but it doesn't matter. There are no ugly wins in the win column.
That's right. Rodney Washington was your leading scorer tonight. He had 21 points on 6 of 15 shooting from the field, good for 40%, 1 of 6 from 3. One of 2 players to hit a 3 tonight.
Boyd McAlester tried, though.
They did try.
We'll
get to that.
We'll look at that later.
Had 8 of 14 from the free throw line, good for 57%. Had 9 rebounds, 3 offensive, 6 defensive, 2 steals, but he had the biggest steal of the night to take the lead with just a massive dunk within, I believe it was within 30 seconds,
It was about 25 seconds, and it looked like Durant was setting up to say, okay, we're going to send this thing to overtime if we don't win it right here.
Right.
And then a pass in the front court, Rodney said, give me that. And just like he did in football, he called ball game, man.
Next up, Brandon Smith had 15 points tonight, 6 of 11 shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 steals.
That's incredible
for Brandon Smith. Let's see. Next up, Davian Pouncil had 8 points tonight on 4 of 12 shooting. Did end up fouling out, had 5 rebounds along with the steal. He was actually the team leader in plus-minus. Team was 14 points better when he was on the court.
Davian Pouncil?
Yes.
And, he was in foul trouble most of the night, so that showed you how much McAlester really struggled to generate offense when he wasn't on the floor.
That's right. Next up, Caven Hill had 6 points tonight, 3 of 7 from the field, had 6 rebounds and a block as well. Devion Bickham, 4 points tonight, 8 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds for Devion Bickham tonight.
Nice. That kid was all over the place. Again, he may not have had a world of points, but he did his duty tonight to be able to make sure McAlester won this one.
Jacoby Boyd had 4 points tonight, 1 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds. He had 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, he was huge too. Again, it's not a 1-point game at halftime if Jacoby Boyd isn't on the floor in the second quarter.
He also had a steal and a block tonight. Gianni Fascio was the other player with the 3-point make tonight. Those were his only 3 points of the night. Let's see. Case Patton recorded a steal, and that will round out the scoring for McAlester.
And McAlester also got this win playing banged up. Kevin Hill didn't get to play as much as he wanted to because he was, again, tending to an injury, but still came in when he needed to when Pouncil fouled out.
Right.
And Brandon Smith, he was dealing with a nasty right ankle injury, but he played through that and played some of his best ball, especially defensively, that we've seen in his, now into his junior year in his career. But let's go to team stats now. This is where things start to get a little nuts.
Well, McAlester shot 23 of 62. They took 62 shots tonight.
Okay.
37% from the field.
That was a lot better than the 27% that we were staring down at the end of the third quarter.
Durant, 24 of 49, nearly 50% from the field.
Wow.
I'll go with Durant's three-point shot first. Durant was 4 of 9 from 3, 44%. McAlester, 2 of 25 from 3, 8%.
So what you're telling me, that's gonna bog down the average, isn't it?
A little bit. Probably just a little bit. McAlester took 23 free throws tonight, made 13 of them. Durant, 5 of 9 from the free throw line, good for 56%. McAlester had 36 rebounds tonight, 21 offensive rebounds.
Oh, wow.
Durant had 18 total rebounds, 28 rebounds, 10 offensive, 18 defensive. And McAlester forced 22 Durant turnovers.
Needed every one of them.
And Durant only forced 11 McAlester turnovers.
McAlester needed every one of them.
Yep. And McAlester had 3 blocks compared to Durant's 2.
To overcome a 13% difference in shooting and much larger when it came to three-pointers, you had to have
35% difference.
You had to have 22 turnovers forced.
Yeah.
And McAlester, good teams find ways to win when they're not playing their best ball. Again, for Durant, it's the same way, too. They still got some guys from football that came over to basketball, too. But this isn't the best that McAllister's going to be. This is not the best that Durant's going to be either. These two teams get to meet up again. Let's see. It's it's the regular season finale. These guys These guys don't meet again until Valentine's Day,
unless they're in the Promise More Invitational.
Possibly the Promise More
Invitational.
Invitational.
Because I know they were in it in the inaugural
and supposed
tournament.
to be in it last year too.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But this game, it lived up. I guess it lived up to the hype because it's a rivalry game. You always expect emotions to be high. Emotions were high tonight.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
But what did you think of McAlester to be able to bear down when things snowballed, and they snowballed a lot tonight, and they snowballed in the opposite direction? For McAlester to dig down when it mattered, fourth quarter, let's bump up the heat, put the pressure on Durant, and they never folded once in the fourth quarter.
I mean, it was very impressive. I mean, like you said, this team didn't quit when you absolutely could have. You were down 11. I think you were down like 15 at one point, right?
About 15 points at one point. If not 15, 14, but they were down
right around there
by quite a bit, but they were still able to just shove that to the side and come away with a 4-point win tonight.
Yep.
Now, getting to recap the girls just quickly, because we got to go over their stats, but we didn't get to really talk about their game. Against the state tournament team from last year, they played them close until kind of Durant did the same thing that McAlester boys did in the fourth quarter, except Durant did it with the lead.
Right.
Well, it was still kind of a close game going into the fourth quarter, and McAlester didn't lose by a wide margin either. They lost by 12 points, with a lot of those coming in the second half of the fourth quarter, but they started to bump up the pressure on McAllister's offense. Kind of crumbled a little bit, still trying to take care of the ball with the
still
pressure
a
in
very
them.
young team.
Very young team trying to adapt to varsity basketball, varsity defenses, and a really good defense in Durant. They're arguably a top 5 defense in 5A. I'd be willing to say that they held El Reno, a state championship winning team that scored 67 points in the championship game over Booker T, held them to 42.
Mm-hmm.
So they are an excellent defense, and McAlester knew that the points were going to be at a premium tonight, but they also took care of the ball a lot better than what they did last year and kept it at a closer game, and they have a lot to build on there going into the Sequoia Invitational on Thursday.
And definitely nothing for them to hang their head about in that game. They fought hard the entire game. Durant's just a really good team. That's going to happen sometimes.
And things don't get easier for the girls. They start the Sequoia Tahlequah Invitational against Glenpool. That'll be at 1 p.m. But for once, the boys are going to start the Sequoia Invitational. We'll get to them in a moment. But looking at the girls, they play a district foe to begin a Sequoia Invitational. And the top team in the district at that, Glenpool, is phenomenal.
And one of the top teams in 5A.
And we're going to get, again, 3 tough teams right out of the gate. We'll see how McAlester handles the Lady Warriors or the Warriorettes. I don't know which one they are called.
I'm not sure.
It depends.
We'll look it up and we'll know by game time.
Some teams Lady Warriors, some teams the Warriorettes, and but for the McAlester boys team, they go from a rivalry to arguably an even
rivalry.
Bitter more, your biggest rivals, the Ada Cougars, on Thursday. One of two games that we'll play with the Cougars. That's what starts off the Sequoia Invitational for the boys' side. All together, they play the first boys' game of the tournament. That'll be at 11:30. So boys start first on Thursday, and we'll have all those games on K&D and also on the video stream. We video streamed last year from the Sequoia Invitational. We intend to do that again for all 6 games, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
As long as nothing changed over there.
Hopefully not. Cross your fingers,
yes.
Right? All right, so any final thoughts, Nate?
That's all I got.
All right, can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we will wrap things up here from Durant.
I'd like to thank Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Buck Wilson's Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports.
And a big thank you to our board operator, Wyatt Hubbard, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Tuesday night with us. One final time from the Durant High School Competition Gym in Durant, Oklahoma. The girls lost tonight 43-31, but the boys avenged that loss, breaking a 4-game losing streak to the Lions with a final score of 61-57 to come back from down at 1 point, 15 points. Until Thursday, when McAlester travels north to begin the Sequoia Tahlequah Invitational, on behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great night. Have a Buffalo night, everybody. Night-night, Harper.